turn it down because it'll go through. Hey guys, how's it going? Thank you for sticking around. We're just a few minutes late tonight. Hey guys, how's it going? Looks like our audio is working. But thank you everybody for tuning in already. We got Khabib 29-0. Hey, what's up, buddy? That's Dan. We got Reaction RC. Good to have you here, Reaction. Wolf Trax, of course, is in chat. He's also behind the scenes. He'll be joining us here in a few minutes. Tim over These Old Flapping Lips. What's up, guys? What are we doing? Man, it's been a busy day. Oh, I didn't even turn on all the lights. I might just leave them off, actually. I do need to plug in the camera, though. Hang on a sec. All right. So in case anyone wonders what's going on behind the scenes, I got to put a fan on the camera to make sure the camera doesn't overheat while streaming. Hopefully that doesn't fall. Gonna get some more light on the subject. All right, much better. Much better. All right, guys. So, thanks for tuning in tonight. I have, it'll just be a fun night. We'll see where the chat and the show will take us. There's no set schedules. We do have some scratchers that we'll probably be doing at the end of the night. Hopefully we'll be winning. We are going to do channel calendar flip, even though it's not, it's close enough. It's March 29th. And we're going to go ahead and flip the calendar tonight. So I'm not sure yet on next week's show. I never found the parts for my yellow bike, which is frustrating. It's just a, what was it? Like the wheel roller. But I haven't really had a great chance to check around either. So yeah, guys, happy Easter as well. And if you guys haven't seen, I bet you already have seen Reaction RC's Grom Typhon video. Go check it out. I think you just came out with that one in the last day or two, I think. And it's a good video. Does a really good job. Nice editing, very professional. So good on you, man. Very nice job. I liked how you talked about how you could purchase that adapter off of Amazon. I think you said you were putting the link in. I didn't check, but I mean, that's awesome stuff. So keep doing it. So tonight, I think we're going to get into something that's probably the first time on this show. I don't know if we've ever had a Traxxas on this show. Wolf Trax. Do you recall if you've ever seen me with the Traxxas on this show? I don't think so. So he had some really, I guess he just had some tires he needed to put a truck together on. And the Fox one looks cool. And they came out with the clipless body, so we'll be checking that. Man. We've got, let's take a look at this. I can't believe how many big cars have been on the show recently. I wasn't even going to put this on the show. Look at this big dog. Here's a Creighton 8S EXB, and man, this is cool. It's not mine, it's a friend of mine's. And what are we going to do with this? He has some really cool things to install. Don't think we're going to do that today, but I wanted to show you. This is going to be fun. He's going high power with this Beast 1000 fifth scale servo. So it's going to be running on 8.4 volts, which gives this thing over 1,000 ounces of torque, which should be pretty damn strong. Also a Hobby Wing Max 5 ESC and a couple of other odd and ends, but it's funny, we never really had a bunch of big cars on the show. And now with Enrique, I forget who else was bringing some. Kevin was always bringing the big cars by. And now this car is here. It just, I wasn't even going to put it on the show, but I was looking at it off screen. What do you guys think of these cars? Yeah. So I agree with the upgrades for the 8S. Oh, and you know, it's a really good upgrade. These are the Hot Racing hubs. It's where the pillow balls are on the front. And I recommend them on my Creighton 6S, Notorious, or really any of the Fire Team. Maybe not the Typhon as much because it's lighter. Tires are lighter, but any of them running bigger wheels. These Hot Racing metal pillow ball holders are just, they're tits. They work great. We're going to put that on here. We should do, I'm thinking about doing a vertical. I hate the vertical streams, but people say to do a vertical stream once in a while. So I'm thinking about maybe Sunday doing a vertical stream set up here where it just focuses on the car. And maybe I'll start installing those pieces this weekend and do it on a stream. But yeah, and Enrique was the Uber driver. He was Enrique, wasn't he? I wonder what Enrique's doing. Excuse me, guys. So yeah, this car is pretty badass. He's got these Proline tires on it. He's got Hot Racing, these nuts that keep the dirt from getting in the center. This is totally a beach bash type of vehicle. So, you know, keeping that, you know, free of sand is probably a good idea. He has these shock covers on it. He did say he stripped out. I think he said he stripped one of these. And he's got some carbon fiber rods. I haven't opened them up yet. So I think we're going to do carbon fiber braces in place of the red braces. That'll be fun. Maybe I'll do a stream on that later this weekend. I say, guys, if you don't get the put the notifications on, when I do a out of the ordinary stream, you may not know, and we'd love to have you on. So if you can do that. So before my next guest comes on, yeah, these paddles. Wolf Trax says, what's the O? What are you talking about? What's the O? Yo, Wolf Trax. Oh, you can ask me. I know what it is. It's a record. It's his fight record. That's not him. That's a fan who also happened to have somehow lucked himself into, you know how with sports cards they'll do special inserts where it's like a special one out of a million. He seemed to have gotten that, I think, of that fighter, at least one of that fighter, and he did that maybe 2 years in a row. Got some very, very rare cards. So these old flapping lips has a cool little point here. He says he got out of RC around 2012, got back in when a lot of people did during the Rona. He missed most of the Arrma stuff up until then. He had E-Max and T-Max in the day. So he never lost and never bled in the octagon. Man, not somebody you want to meet in an alley back here like this alley we're working at it tonight. And I'm sorry, what was I saying? Oh, so honestly, I kind of got out of RC around 2015, probably. I still drove a little bit at a local track, OCRC here in Orange County. But maybe 2 or 3, 4 times a year. Not that often. It was just 10 scale buggies. I had no Arrmas either. I remember when Arrma first came out, I was working at a hobby shop back then. And I quit working at that shop around 2013, I think. And so maybe a couple years, you know, I was still into RCs, but not too much. Arrma then was basically more of a beginner brand and a lot less expensive. But here in the in the last 4 or 5, 6 years, 7 years, they really focus so much on their 6S line. And that's where they got a ton of sales. These sell pretty well, but Traxxas sells a ton of 4-wheel drive, short courses. The Slash sells more than anything else. And we got one with the new Clipless body coming up. So he says the felony's the first Arrma that caught his eye. Man, I've driven the felony. It doesn't do it for me. It's like a really big, heavy drift car. To do it right, you need to get foam tires, and you just need foam tires for them. They're great for drag racing, but they're not that fun handling on the stock tires. They blow through tires very quickly. So I would go for something more like the Creighton. I think the Creighton's a much better option because you can do off-road, fast backflips if you want. You can do all kinds of stuff. Anyway, what yeah, might be doing this show Sunday. So our next guest, a lot of you guys will know. A lot of you guys will know from chat. And he came by the shop the other day. It was good to see him. And I was like, man, come on the show sometime. And he said he would. And somehow it happened because we've been talking about it since we've been doing the show, been talking about it. But, you know, scheduling conflicts, et cetera, can be tough. But we gotta bring them out. All right, bud. I'm gonna get this out of the way. I wish we had. Oh, did you get that Johnny Carson music to play? Yeah, let's.
I was gonna hum it.
No, you don't want to hum the Johnny Carson music.
Why didn't get it ready?
That's okay. Don't worry about it. We were gonna have Johnny Carson music, but we'll do it next time. All right, come on. All right. Heck yeah.
Hey, how's it going?
Good,
I'm Travis.
Good. What's up, buddy?
Nice to meet you, JB.
It's good to meet you.
Mind if I have a seat?
Absolutely, please.
Cheers. Pleasure to be aboard.
It's so cool, man.
That green room sucks. No, actually, it's pretty good.
Shit. Let me see.
People would be like jealous.
I'd have to reset.
Howdy, fellas. Is it crawling time or what?
Let me see if I can get this thing more focused. That's better. All right, man. So good to have you here. I met you, oh,
gosh,
couple years ago, probably.
Oh, I know I seen you at the store long beach, and
yeah,
well, we just kind of
yeah
talked about dirt bikes, and then we said something about the Coliseum, and then you told me you had tickets, and I was like, okay, it's on.
Yeah,
I had my ticket.
So that was cool. We went to the Coliseum, which was cool because they haven't raced there in forever. I have never been to a race there. Had you ever been to a race there? I know they raced there up to the 90s or something, and then they went to Anaheim, I think, after that, right?
Yeah. Most of the time I go into the Coliseum was for football games. My mom was a Bronco fan.
Oh, okay.
She's a big Bronco fan, and boy, if they had won a game, we had to run out of there. She's like, Travis, let's go.
Oh gosh,
run to the car.
So you would watch the visiting Broncos come in to LA.
Yeah. Most of my family's from Colorado.
Okay. And then if they, oh, that's funny. So you were the ones that were in danger if the Broncos won.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that's funny.
So who's the owner of the shop at the Long Beach?
The owner? I don't know. Oh. We're not talking about the shop at Long Beach. Okay. Yeah, that's too much.
Sorry.
No.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's off hours.
Yeah, that's off hours. I do work at a shop, but I don't want to talk too much about the shop.
No. I want to talk about some good stuff.
What's
in the goodie bag? What did OGO bring us?
Well, what's that?
OGO's my dirt bike bag.
Oh yeah. So you also got a Pro Moto, don't you?
I brought a Pro Moto today, yeah.
How many Pro Motos do you have? More? You got a green one and a red one. I've seen the red one.
4 Pro Moto MX. 1 red and 3 green now. Have you the green one you've just only driven once though, right? Yeah. Barely driven it? Yeah, I got this one and it was already open, so it made it easy for me to operate it. So I piloted it once in my backyard on Wolf Tracks, and it was fun. I didn't get video. Sorry. Did pathetic, I know. Well, why don't you bring it up here? Let's check it out. Oh man, this is good. So you're also a bit you catch up on down. Warm day here. Nice. Good. All right. So let's check the comments. The body. Yeah, it's really the infraction. The infraction is fun. Every one of the Arrmas is fun, but they're really powerful and they're light. They're not light, they're fairly heavy. But even with all as heavy as they are, they can't really they just spin tires. And if you get foams, you want to drag race and put like sauce on them,
then they're awesome.
Sauce?
Sticky sauce for the tires.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, so Khabib 29-0.
I don't think about that.
His name is Dan.
But I know that.
I gotta thank Dan. He sent something for the Promoto.
Okay, yeah. Uh-oh.
What's that? Was it your camera?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let me check that real quick. Excuse me.
Sure.
Pardon me,
So
fellas.
he brought something sent something for the Promoto, Dan, and I checked the tracking about an hour ago, and it said it was delivered. No, my girl, I told her, here's the tracking number. Would you check this for me? I read off the number to her. She says it's been delivered, so I go and look. It's not delivered. Then I had to look through all 4 apartment buildings to see if they'd leave it at a different apartment, because there's different mail boxes or different mail rooms for each apartment. Couldn't find it. And then I go back and I was like, will you check that again to make sure? It's not been delivered. She was reading she was reading the tracking wrong. That's why we were late on the show tonight. She was reading the tracking wrong. I had to go look for this that I thought was delivered. What it was, truthfully, it's made it to Bell Gardens, which is pretty close to Bell Gardens is in
down the street.
Yeah, so it should be here in the next couple days, next day or two. It had to go through customs. He shipped it all the way. I'm not going to say what it is yet because I want to wait to get it, open it up on the show, the next show that we can do. So, yeah, thank you for sending that. We will be checking it out when it gets here. So these old flapping lips, his name is Tim. He's also got a green bike. He made a really sweet looking red Mako as well. But
there's still got the tag on it. What's that doing there? You want to rip that off? You want to rip that Band-Aid for everybody? You do the pleasure. It'd be cool.
This is a very fresh one. Both of yours are fresh, aren't they? The red one you only drove.
That red one is an opened box. It ran once. Where JB goes driving his cars up.
Yeah, damn, dude.
And I drove this in my backyard on Wolf Tracks.
Yeah, this is clean. This is a very, very low. It looks like it's had a battery or 2 through it, maybe. Maybe not even a full battery.
Like 1 minute.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
2 minutes tops.
Well,
the whole plan is just to leave the others factory sealed, and the red one and this one are open now. I have something to play with
for sure.
Or someone else wants to play with one, and I'll be green, or they could be green.
Check out the difference on the chassis wear. If you look, you can see it's a lot. Yeah.
The red one I had ran how long were we at that park for? I ran that
hour. 3 batteries, 4 batteries, maybe.
I borrowed batteries from JV.
Oh yeah. Because was I done driving? Did my car rip a tire or something? And I was like, I got some spare batteries, I think.
Gosh, I can't recall. Such a gnarly day. It's so exciting.
That was fun.
Just trying to learn how to drive that sucker. Oh man.
We had like 8 or 9, 10 guys out there racing these things around.
Yeah, this thing's been beat up.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Hummer.
Yeah. This is the second set of plastic on it.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I'm like, what's dirt doing on it?
Yeah, second set of plastic on mine, and rider gear, and a couple sets of tires. But these have been awesome. I've loved it so far. I thought maybe we were going to go and get started earlier today and go rip them around, but we weren't able to do that. But that's all right. So he likes the jersey on the red better than the green.
Well, we'll fix that.
Ooh, well, hey, what about this? I like that comment. Guys, if you guys
getting excited, there you go.
Talk, we'd love to hear from you in chat. So thank you, Reaction, for that comment.
Come on, Black Chambers, there you go.
He said he likes the gear
Arctic 907's here. Sick.
Who's that?
Dude, this homie.
907 Arctic. Hey, what's up, 907 Arctic? I appreciate you for stopping in. All right.
I would say that's cool. Do you watch this?
Well, I'm not.
Good day, mate.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I've seen him in chat
Dude, I want
before.
to move to Australia. Here you go. And take my promoter.
So, what do you think about the black gear? Does anyone care for the black gear? We got.
Hey, what happened to this guy? He's not. Oh, is that how it goes? Oh.
Yeah, they kind of. Look, you know what?
He's missing a love handle.
This is like
Dude, that's crazy. Look at that. It's all like, what is that? Billet?
Shit, yeah.
Gosh, that's a beautiful. Yeah, the swing arm's nuts looking. So both of these things.
Fuck yeah. This is like they cut this one better. If you guys notice see how it's longer and it kind of covers.
Derek's got a better one. I know that because this covers butt.
Oh look, it's kind of folded up.
The red one doesn't have that problem. Yeah.
So I like the black gear. Looks good with anything, but it is it's black, so it doesn't really show off too much. The gear on the red bike looks pretty sharp, I think. I think the Kawasaki, he's got Fox logo, Mitch Payton, Pro Circuit. All of those are cool. He's got Losi, Scott. That's pretty legit. And this guy has FXR 60 helmets. Yeah, they all have like actual pretty cool rider gear. But yeah, they got plenty of different ones. I haven't driven this guy yet, but this is got some trick stuff on it.
It's a hell, but it's not the hell. We don't want to wake the neighbors to piss someone off.
Oh, this
girls might start lining up at the door. Come on.
Jeez, these old flapping lips. That's awesome. Wolf Tracks of London. I like that.
One? No, I can't do it.
I like that. What's that?
Oh, I was on my I can't do it. I got caught now.
Oh.
I need to drink the water.
Yeah, I guess so. There you go, bud. We got colas, waters, anything you might like.
Nice.
Which one you want?
Bring me the cola, please. Since you're up. Do that. It's really burnt. How's that? Don't look at the label.
So anyway, yeah, I got black gear on this. You can see. This is the best mod.
Ooh, that's smooth.
What's that?
Damn, that's smooth. Look at that thing's still going. Look at that thing's still going. Do that? So what? Someone in that factory, you tighten that too much?
Well, this. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad.
I haven't lubed
You've
anything.
hardly driven it. I think it needs to be broken in a little bit.
This guy ran literally 2 minutes. I don't even think by the 2 minutes for sure. But my red one at home, I ran that, what, a good full hour. And I was provided with 3 batteries. Luckily, they worked well enough. And that was pretty interesting because I don't think I've driven a.
That's your first time driving the damn thing.
But I know my neighbor. He has something. This dude Mike down 3 doors down from me. He's got something, but he used to work for Futaba.
Okay.
Excuse me. Yeah, because he had a MX bike of some sort. What was it? Venom, Millennium?
Yeah, there was a Venom, VM. Some of these guys on the chat have had Venom. There was a Duratrax as well. I think they were kind of the same truck or the same RC. But
no brake adjustments yet. Yeah, I haven't made anything. No adjustments at all.
Khabib29 says that Losi nailed it with the bike. Dude, I love that people really are excited about this bike.
Yeah.
You know, I think they're freaking badass. We weren't planning to have 3 of them sitting out, but we started talking about it, and then you know what?
That's so cool.
Let's check this.
Oh, Harley, because you know why? As soon as I heard about these bikes, I'm like, Ghost Rider. You know, that's all I had in my mind, and I still have it on my mind, but I ain't done nothing at all. Nothing, because who reminded me that like this is a dirt bike, not a couch.
But yeah, this is another one, which has the LA Kings.
You've got man, if you got sweaters and hoodies for these little guys, are they cold?
Oh, look at this. So hey, I've used them.
Who's remind you of?
Fucking me. I don't know. You after a hard loop out, you ride Kawasaki's. This dude got looped out. It's probably Ricky Carmichael when he was young.
Y'all know who likes to saws all their fenders, you know. We're not gonna, you know, talk about other people's shows though.
I don't know,
man.
So
how many cc's is it?
It's a 450.
Oh wait, it says right there.
Yeah.
That's
yeah. So this one isn't. This one's in the shop. This thing has so much. Man, so many parts been put on this one. I wish we had. I wish I had a scale down here. Okay. I would love to weigh how they feel.
Well, they're
stock versus a little bit modified versus carbon fiber chassis.
Sure. No cookies for you. Hey, Mom, how about a cookie?
Shit.
No dice.
How heavy is this one?
Well, I'm not going to swing it around. Here you go.
These cars are just heavy anyway. These bikes are probably around 8 pounds or so.
That thing actually is sweet. I don't know why. Just look better.
This one? Yeah, this one's fucking trick, dude.
It looks like it sits taller, but it's just because the
thing snapped off.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, we have one to put on.
All right.
New rear fender situation. It's the back of the box broke.
Where's the sawzall?
Look.
I'm gonna cut it like what, right there?
This has got all these plates are done. Everything's done on this. God, all that shit's done.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, all that stuff.
Oh, look at this.
Just plastic. It's all built injected here.
His rolls pretty freely as well too.
Let me do it. Stop it. Let me do it. There you go. Oh. Well, sounds real.
They are real floating discs.
You can feel the metal, and you can feel like just how well balanced it is, for sure. Yeah, there's a big difference. Ooh.
All right, guys.
How's it?
That's a pretty fun shot.
On?
Yeah, let's check chat. Make sure anybody's there.
I'm enjoying the show. I'm all excited.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it.
I had a real issue and almost didn't make it.
It always happens that way.
Almost didn't make it. I was bummed.
So he says, yeah, what I would say, keep driving.
Dude, they're all the same height except for no, they're all the same height. Yeah.
Well, these 3 are on stands. This one's not on a stand.
All right.
But
it's only like
they're
a
all
centimeter.
Yeah.
You can call Mitsubishi and find out if it's within its limits. If it's up to code.
I would like to see a road version, a Harley. I would like to see a Ninja as well. That's exactly. Normal? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's parking garages back there.
Oh shit.
So I would love to. What are we doing? We can't even see it. We got to stand up. We can't see.
Is there anybody out there I know? Awesome collection. Yeah. I guess you just inherited a Kawasaki.
Dang.
The collection. What else you got?
This is all of them.
Okay, so these are yours.
No, this one's not mine.
Oh.
This is a friend's. I'm helping out.
Well, then you need another one.
The 450 SR. That is so cool. Do you see that?
Arctic, you're gonna need a track on your dirt bike, sir.
Did he get custom graphics on this?
Because that'd be sweet. Oh, is this the best? That was cool. Oh, dude, look at that.
Is this? These ain't the same graphics as yours.
Like Flesh Gear sticker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he must have got different graphics. I didn't even notice that. So Art has some different graphics on there, and it says 450 SR, which is pretty fucking badass. A Cowie Special Racer.
Does that say Slayco on there? Does that say Slayco on it?
I'm not sure what it says there.
Because I mean, the purple hoodie just kind of sets it, you know, straight. Looks like Axel.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a sticker that says something Slicko or something.
Pull it off and see. I'm gonna have to disassemble this car anyway.
Someone else's stickers, huh? I'll get it. Don't fear, I'll get it. I'll help out.
Slayco.
Oh wow! So is that not infringing? Oh, look for 20. Does that not infringe on anybody's rights or copyright and stuff?
I have no idea. Hey.
You never
I'm just showing a cool car off.
So all these aftermarket's all trail, huh?
It's some is from Trail, some is from GPM, some is from
GPMRacing.com.
Yeah, he's even got the aluminum.
Put gas in it. I do like tater tots. Oh wait, that's Clint Eastwood. Oh, he likes Chris cut, or he likes the cut fries. Dude, leave him like that, dude.
I'm gonna leave him like that for now because there's no point putting them back together.
It's a legs.
All right, we're gonna move on from that. Anyway, what gear was he wearing? That was the idea.
I was tripping out earlier because I had my GoPro on. I'm like, why is the screen on? Something's in there. What's that?
Oh, he has the same gear underneath it. Same gear as old Mitch Payton over here. So Tim says that his was still dragging after about a dozen packs. He decided to adjust the cable. Yep. I found that these are very, whether you're using the stock or not, you gotta use it. I would say go and use the thing, break it in more than the 1 minute you've driven it. And also a little bit of fine tuning on the adjusting can definitely take care of the brakes.
Yeah.
You can also, I think yours is set already where it's at.
Oh, that'll break itself in.
But yeah, like, I mean, when I say that, there is a trim where you can add or take it out, but since you don't have power hooked up to it, I think it's already at the far.
Do I lose tolerance if I don't do something about it?
Probably all it'll do is break in. So yeah, I think it'll
good information. Yeah. Where's my notepad?
You did have a notepad somewhere.
Hey, look. He's got my lighter screen. Now, yeah. Lighter. Fire.
They got Rocky Mountain Bashers in. Very cool. 907 Arctic RC. Everybody, thanks for joining the chat. Love to hear from y'all. Did we paint these rims on the yellow or are they the Vitavons? Good question. These are painted. Painted rims. And you did, I saw the paint job he did. So Reaction RC did a hell of a paint job on his details on the handlebars. This, I got it started with this. I want to do what he did. I just haven't got around to it, but I saw that post. That thing looks sharp.
Take a moment to look at the comments real quick.
No, yeah, I've just looked through. I think we're pretty much caught up. No, Arctic, you did not miss the slash. We're about to bust the slash out.
Ooh la la.
So,
Ooh la la.
Mm-hmm. No, I think we're caught up. But yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining in the chat. I'll start making some room, get the bikes out of the way. So you came by the other day and you got
I got. Oh yeah, no, I've had these months.
so
I assembled them.
so he come in the shop, he goes, he slaps these on the boom. And he goes, what do you got that'll fit on these that'll rip? And I said, well, we got the Slash 4x4.
What's funny is I was at the shop and I was looking at it again. I'm like, I already have some. I was like, I need more. I like pedals.
Yeah, you were looking at them.
It's crazy.
I was like, why? You already got paddles.
It's crazy because Josie Wild's channel, he's all about the paddles on his RC car. It's 2-wheel drive, but he gets around. You know, little terrain, little snow. He's got it down. Anyways, shout out to him. Listen, the paddle tires are the best thing. Like, you know, like get around, get the grass. Because in my backyard before Wolf Trax was just all dirt. It was really, really thick grass, and if I didn't mow the lawn, you know, it's just gonna sit there and struggle and spin its wheels. Now, like, you know, it's like if I didn't want to mow the lawn, put some paddle tires and have some weight to it, you know.
So did the paddles actually get better traction on the grass, you think?
Well, it depends on how high the grass got.
Yeah.
I could let that stuff grow 2 feet tall, you know, just a neighborhood, you know, like, yeah, piss the neighbors off, that's for sure.
Yeah. So
I do it on purpose.
These I think are really cool tires. Proline Dumonts, I like them. I have the same tires currently on my fire team
They
somewhere.
look cooler in the package.
You think they're cooler in the package? Ah, these things are cool. Would you prefer?
I haven't used it yet, so I don't know.
Yeah, well.
For what?
There is a
siping or what?
Who can anybody can name the tire? They also have another. Proline has another tire, but it's a different sand tire. It's flat across. So Arctic RC has paddles on a Slash, a Max, a UDR, and an X Max.
So
that's cool. No, the Slash is still here. We're about to bust it out. Man, he's got.
I know you just said that too. And I'm like, but it looks cool when I read it.
All right, so this is probably it's got to be maybe the best selling. It's probably the best selling 4-wheel drive RC car for as many years as I can remember. Probably the only outseller, but I would guess is some Slash 2-wheel drives because they're less expensive. But every shop carries Traxxas, whether they like it or not, because they're big sellers. And they.
I was like a pub of cheese. Yeah, this shit adds 10 pounds.
Oh, at least maybe 15 for me. Guys, I'm actually of a slight, I got a runner's build in real life, but you know, the camera makes me look quite a bit bigger.
It's totally different looking. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
There's people.
Yeah. So anyway.
In fact, the Uber driver didn't want to bring me here.
What?
Yeah, he's like, here you go. And he's like wait for me to get out. Can you take me over, like, where the garages are? Like, I don't know what the garages are. Like, neither do I.
Oh my gosh.
But dude, yeah, seriously.
Cheers.
Luckily, I found him. Oh yeah, cheers. Salute.
Yeah, I'm very happy running paddles on the Creighton 6S, the fire team. I don't think I've ever ran them on my Notorious, just because that damn thing, it just wheelies up so easy that paddles would make a wheelie even easier. But you can have a lot of fun with stock tires in the sand, but you throw the paddles on and it's a whole different game.
Well, like my first team associate, I built Um, I had to get paddle tires for it.
Team Associated.
Yeah, it was
it a buggy truck?
It was a truck.
Trucky?
It was the T4.
Awesome. Yeah, that make yeah.
Chill drive.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I put it together. It was a kit, and
yeah,
my homies, they all had Losi and Slash, and what was it? They like, I don't know. I guess someone's dad was a machinist, and they started actually making their own parts. That was pretty wild. And I never really wanted to do much replacing stuff, but like, hey, stuff breaks, you know. So
yeah. So you have to. That's
you know, it's
you're
funny.
either going to do it or you're going to spend a lot of money at the shop to do it. And trust me, guys, I don't like to have to charge the customers when people come in. I can fix these things in my
kids all the time. I see them. Like, fix it or build it yourself. No, don't do that. No.
But nobody works on their. Very few people work on stuff.
Work on it. They're like, no. Like, this dude's like, what do you, hey man, can you suggest anything? I'm like, yeah, sure. I was like, and the kid was sitting there or standing there, and I was like, how about this one? You can build it. And the kid just like, no. I was like, yeah, that's bad. But hey, you know, whatever. You know, it's good or bad. I don't care. But
that probably kept you in the hobby longer. If you weren't fixing your own RCs, you think you'd stuck around in the hobby?
Say it again.
If you didn't fix your own RC cars, would you stuck in the hobby or would you have left?
Gosh, that's tough to answer. If I didn't fix my own RCs, would have I stuck around? Well, I had my first RC car was a Tyco or something. What the heck was it called? The Bandit.
Awesome.
You know,
that was a buggy, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I believe it was the Radio Shack Special.
That's awesome. I remember I had several of those.
A frog or a lizard, you know.
But those things you couldn't really fix, you know.
Man, it had that gas and then a little turbo, you know.
Oh my gosh!
It's like hit that little extra and it goes turbo. Like, cool.
But you said the Associated was your first real car.
On it with for 4th of July.
The Associated was your first real car.
Yeah.
And that's like a race. That's a race truck, really.
Yeah, to keep up with everyone, because my hand-me-down was a Blackfoot, and that just
that's so funny. So look,
it's in a case. It looks mummified.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna show you this. So the Blackfoot is
a refrigerator.
The Blackfoot and the Monster Beetle are twins.
The doggy's doing good, by the way. We're not neglecting our.
Did you ever see the Monster Beetle back then?
If Derek's watching, he's gonna be jealous.
So this is the same as a Blackfoot chassis.
Yeah.
You remember the Blackfoot, right?
Gosh, I don't recognize the color. Mine's so baked and brittle.
So
it's red.
Every one of them is red. I just took this apart and repainted it. I painted all this gold about. And it was red, and I did not like the way it came out with the red. The red chassis didn't match this theme right here.
Sure.
But then absolutely. I'm not going to say neither does this match it. But I have this guy. So during Christmas, he gets we put the red one on, and then there's a Santa. There's lights and all kinds of shit that go in here. Gifts. So it looks like it's a Santa Claus sled. And it looks fucking trick then. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm going to do with the shocks. I don't think I'm going to keep them that way. I'd like to go with golder. But the chassis is exactly the same as the Blackfoot. Yeah. It was fun. My brother had a Blackfoot.
Mine just has less parts and less parts. And it looked, this is like brand new. It looks like it's been just came out of the box for real. It's so shiny. Folks, if you're listening to me, if you can hear me, if you can hear the words I'm saying, this thing looks like it just came out of the box. Like the silicone wires, the clear casing, waterproofing connector, boot. It's clear. It's not dirty.
Well, I built it 2 or 3 years ago. But right around Christmas, I did it on a show, I think. I started disassembling it. I just disassembled it, and everything that was red went to gold.
Oh.
So yeah, I haven't really driven it anywhere.
That's so archaic. The Roblox looking plastic. The Roblox plastic.
But yeah, this was the back in the day. If you don't mind, I'll come on through here. You mind handing me the bug, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So,
is this tape here on the ground for the actors to stand?
It's where we used to set the cameras on a different angle, which I might have to go back to. I think we should bust out this Traxxas.
Oh, okay. Ready?
What do you think? Do you want to?
You guys want to see unboxing? I want to see something. Say aye. Say nay. Sub reaction.
So he's got some slash paddles on the Baja Ray 110. Yes, a lot of people love all the Rays.
I want one.
I don't have any Losies. Well, other than Promotos.
I feel like I'm looking down. It feels like.
So yeah, with reaction, he says that you can turn those slashes into just about anything. That's absolutely true. You see, I feel like, and the same thing Tim said, you can turn a two-wheel slash, yeah, into pretty much any kind of car. There's so many options. Lots of people do that. But the four-wheel drive slash, it handles better. It's easier handling. I always try to sell people on it's going to handle better because the front always, the two-wheel drive can be a bit. But yeah, I think people want to check it out. So you picked this up about what, a week? You picked it up this week, but you haven't even had a chance to look at it yet.
I picked it up 2 days ago.
Was it 2 days ago?
Wait, it was Wednesday. You were working. Reggie was there. Ryan wasn't there.
Oh man, I wish Reggie was watching tonight. He told me to remind him to watch. I forgot to remind him.
Hi, Reggie.
Yeah, Reg. Damn it.
Sorry, we didn't bring the girls over.
Yeah, no.
Well, we closed the garage. Not enough room.
So, man, damn.
Well, we're not sharing booze.
We got
no smoke for you either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to check out the chat. You guys got a pretty lively chat. I appreciate everyone. Let me turn on
anything with monster in front of it. It's got to be pretty cool.
With what?
Oh, it says monster slash. I'm like, anything with the word monster in it.
Oh yeah.
Semi decent.
For sure. Remember, guys, we're gonna still be chip flipping the calendar tonight, even though it's a few days early. And well, we might check something else out.
Because you're bouncing up.
You want to check the.
Let's do it. He said it. You said it. You said it first. All right, good jumps.
Do 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 do. That side. So this, you guys notice, it says new clipless body in 2 spots.
Volante. I hope I don't get copyright for that. All right, what's in this thing?
So
slash 4x4 VXL. Now it says it's ready to race.
It is. You get another one, you can race your buddy with it. You have one already.
Does it have a 3500 motor in it?
Now this is the brushed one.
Huh?
This is the 2S brushed one.
That's wild.
No, 2S brushless one.
Woo! Hold on, we didn't finish reading.
No, I'm just.
Wait.
I'm messing with you. It's the 3S version. This is the 3S version.
You know, I just put it in the Wolf TRAXXAS RC room and forgot about it because I was like,
oh my
I
gosh.
could break the seal, but I told JB, I'm like, look, if I'm
Come
gonna
over
do okay. I told JB, look, I'm like, if I'm gonna do unboxing, I want to be like, you know, what's that? Like, honestly stoked. What's that called?
You don't want to. You actually want to. You're like, I want to leave it sealed, and I was like, no, you didn't want to like.
I got a lot of stuff, you know,
Shit.
sealed. I got that low C with the, what's that? The truck. The looks like a drag, but it's not a drag. It's not the TRAXXAS drag. It's a low C drag.
I don't know.
K10.
I don't know. I've
It's
never
orange.
seen that one.
Like I said, still in the box because that looks like, you know, something I'd break.
So
Extreme brushless power, 60 plus. For you in other countries and stuff, it's 100 kph.
ooh, kilometers.
Oh, that's a
per
damn
hour.
shame. No battery charger. Okay, hey, clipless body. Now I gotta check this out. The Shark Course 4x4 off-road race truck. Looks cool. Fox edition. Now I wanted this one originally because, you know, I like that Fox body. I just, you know, like that because, you know, they're different.
Yep,
Does
it's
that come off?
cool. It's a moto thing.
Oh, look, it's fake.
Yeah. So
Those turkeys.
well, look, if you notice, it shows the body pins. They're just using the box because they came out with the clipless system.
Yeah.
They had boxes left over. So this is going to be one of the few that has the stickers on it. As they use up all the boxes, they're not going to have these new clipless stickers going over it. They're going to have a new picture in the front. But your car is not going to look the same way. It's going to look clipless. At least we hope so.
Well, if they don't call me Turkey Creek, it's gonna be my goose is cooked.
Your goose will be cooked.
You got a blade, yo?
Yeah,
blade?
we got a blade somewhere.
It's gonna cut.
So guys, this is probably first TRAXXAS on the show.
What side do we want? Where's the thing at?
Either side. I don't remember.
Oh, right there. Did it. Thank you. Nice.
There we go.
Oh,
Here, let me move your phone out of the way.
Sure, yeah. Caution, small parts. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3.
There it is.
You know what's cool? I was watching the unboxing. What do you call it? Of that Max Slash, and they're like, "Look how much room it has in it." There's so much room that they had the
the radio.
Yeah, the radio is in there. Like
I did see.
Hey, how do you put this thing on? You're supposed to be able to reach under the skirt, right, and just handle it.
Well, don't force it, because if you have to force too hard, you're doing something wrong.
Okay, I can do it.
You got it. You don't need this anymore.
Now I know why I want it, because that looks cool.
Yes.
See, it's like a Dalmatian.
It looks sharp. It looks really, right now, it looks so glossy.
Yamaha.
Looks good. Won't, I don't know. I hope it stays looking this good for a while. Are you going to thrash it, or are you going to... Oh, you were going to get this.
I'll probably just put it...
You know what he got this for? He's going to put a hitch on it, and he's going to pull the boat. He's got a boat. He's going to get a trailer for the boat and pull it around with the new TRAXXAS trailer. That'll be cool.
Pa, where'd you go? I can't see you, Pa. Oh, just, you know, feel around a little bit. It's pretty cool. I haven't had that yet. I think this has been around. What was this started on? I know FMS has that style too, right?
Yeah, there's a couple. TRAXXAS has it on their... They've had it on their X Max for a long time, but it doesn't really work that great on the X Max. It's on the Sledge. It's on the XRT. And now it's on this, and I think they're putting it on the Rustler as well. I don't know if I've seen it on the Stampede. But It's nice. You don't have to worry about losing the pins every time. One thing,
This looks strong.
I don't think it
It looks like
it would be
beneficial way to keep that body
intact.
strong. Yeah.
Yeah, there's some structural integrity here. But
well, the beefier this is, the less that's going to take up.
And I think that it would be easy enough. One cool thing about the short course trucks, like people are saying, you can build it into anything you want.
Spare part.
Nah, yes, it's spare. You can build a short course into so many different things, drag cars, whatever. So everyone puts different bodies on them. But I think even with this will be pretty easy to mount this clipless system on a different body. What, are you going to lower it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Squatted now.
So I think that it would be easy enough to modify that. If not, then you would take these clipless body mounts, take a couple screws out, replace them with stock body mounts, which you could do if you wanted to go to a different style body. Or you could just put this
hey, look,
on a body.
It's got that little clear cover on it. Don't I feel special?
What's that?
Don't I feel special? It's got that little view screen.
Oh, look at that.
For the drive shaft?
Look, yeah, that's nice.
Well, I know how long it will take to replace that. I know it's put in there. I like these tires. These are, holy crap. These are like a small version of the, almost, well, no, these are like grabbers. Oh, these are BS.
BF Goodrich.
Yeah, sorry.
So you actually have one of these, but it's an older onboard audio version, correct?
Yes, onboard audio on the TRAXXAS Slash. And yeah, that poor body is just.
They said you have to smell it. Have you smelled this thing? Does it smell new?
Sure does.
Oh yeah, fresh. Excellent. Tires. You can. It's always nice whenever something is.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Hell yeah. These are one of the easiest cars to work on, in my opinion. I have two. Basically, every day that I'm in the shop, I'm working on these. It's not because they break easy. It's because there's a million of them out there. But just to take, for example, to take the rear off is literally 4 screws.
Yeah, this is too bad because I think trying to keep that lower center of gravity, this wasn't too bad a model, isn't it? With the, I know that the servo is underneath, but you know, it's all right.
No, this is good.
I can't see it from here. You know, now that we're here, and I said something earlier, and I said, you know, want to know something funny, and I didn't get a chance to finish. You know, stuff like this, spacers, or perhaps like, you know, the knuckles and all that, you know, where the axles are, all that, anything that would break or that could break, you know, from overspeed or just from bashing, you know, I'm like finding parts, just, you know, like being engraved from the dirt. I was like, are people throwing their trash out in my yard?
Because
all the rain is uncovering it. I'm finding glass. I'm finding parts, RC parts. I'm finding like lipstick. I'm finding batteries.
But
I know one of my roommates, he had a fire with some chick's like luggage. Yeah, we had a good time.
This is in your track out in the backyard or whatever.
Yeah.
Now I can understand finding RC parts if they're something from yours. Have you lived at this house for years? Are they your RC parts you think you lost?
It's everyone's parts, not mine. I throw my stuff in the garbage can.
Other people have come over and driven RCs at your place.
Yeah, I guess. Yes, they have.
That's what
they must have their pasta. Wait. Where's that cat?
Oh, that's a hot take, Reaction RC. Reaction RC's got a hot take for us. He says the only thing he never liked about the Slash is these stock rims.
Ooh, they are fancy. Look at that.
He says, no, he says it's lackluster and boring. That's a hot take there. But some people won't agree. I'll tell you this. each slash comes with different colored wheels.
Yeah.
Because this body is black and white. It's got the black ring around the slash.
It looks upgraded.
If you had a
Factory upgraded.
orange one, your wheels would likely be orange, and so on and so forth. There's different colors.
Yeah. It's five spoke, yeah.
But you are probably going to end up with the paddles on this, right? Or no? Did you not?
Paddles? You know, I'm feeling kind of medium, boy.
I don't know if I'd do paddles.
Ice cold cola.
The paddles will probably rub on this body, especially if it's sagging that low.
In fact, yeah, I got a wrench. Or you got one ready?
No.
Throw it on.
For what?
I was just rub it
off. You wanted to put the tires on there?
I was going to rub a nut off.
Yeah. I got a tire. I got a wrench. Wait a second. Shouldn't we be using the official TRAXXAS toolkit that comes with this when you buy it?
Just toss it away.
This makes more sense, guys. This is like if you just bought one of these. If you just bought one, and all you had was the tools that came with it, how would you get how well would you get along with things?
Well, I'm mechanically inclined, self-taught. You know, whereas if you had a good job, you could afford to pay someone to do it.
Nah, that's no fun. You don't want to pay someone to do it.
No?
I mean, you could. Some people don't mind. I think some people just don't have the time to do it.
Well, if you got it, you know,
yeah,
you can't enjoy it. Enjoy it. To each their own. I don't know. I don't care. But you're making me do this. Here you go. What was that from Superbad? Cut you in the liquor store because he made a mess. Fucker. I mean, McLovin.
Here, put these up here. What do we get out of the toolkit with TRAXXAS? Oh, sweet.
This is what I was doing with a dirt bike bag, so I could throw all this stuff in there. It fit with the box in my dirt bike bag. Plus the promoter. Yep.
So we have 3 Allen wrenches of varying sizes. They're not all the same size, obviously. I can't tell. It's probably like a 2, a 1.5, and a 1 maybe. You got the little 4-way wrench that works good for tires. You have a little tiny wrench, a 4mm and 8mm, and that would be for adjusting the 4mm would be for adjusting camber or steering link. The 8mm
or bump stop.
I'm not sure what the 8mm would be used for on this. I don't know. If somebody knows, maybe let us know what the 8mm is used for.
Poor little guy's tuckered down.
And then this, I'm not sure what this tool is for.
Man, a brand new car out of the box. Look at this thing. It looks like it's at the factory doing like stuff.
Well,
look at this.
It just came fresh from the factory.
What was it? I was messing around with that at the shop, and I was like, "Oh, this has got oil filled." Was it this car? Or the other car? What was it? It was. Derek, are you watching? Or are you just messing around?
Hey, the pirate's on. Our pirate. Good to have you in, pirate. And thanks everybody for tuning in. I really appreciate each and every one of you, especially you guys that want to join the chat. Make it a whole lot more fun. So chat with us. Let us know what's up. If we want to talk or check out something different. So Arrma only gives you 2 sizes. Yeah, but those are 3 of the junkiest. Like, hopefully, if you're in the hobby, hopefully you only need this toolkit, guys. Like if you take this straight from the shop, they've charged your battery for you, maybe, and you're going to go to the park and you want to switch tires. You don't really ever want to use this stuff. These aren't. Invest in a decent set of tools. It makes all the difference in the world.
I got Eco.
So, you kind of got the whole setup here. We got the nice TQI radio. These are actually not a bad radio. There's no lag or latency, you know, to really speak of. I mean, I'm sure it's not on par with $1,000 radio, but they're good.
We're not gonna just unbox it.
Ooh. They also, if you use their Bluetooth, you can hook up the phone to it and get a whole bunch of other info going with it.
Thought I had the thing on silent.
So they don't do, so 60 out of the box would be impressive. Now we can take it out of the box and make it do 60.
It's already on.
But we would have to do some gearing changes to make it hit that actual 60. What
is it just because it's not dirty?
Does it come with a speed gearing over there? Oh yeah, no, that feels really nice right now. Yeah, let's see what gear it has. So there is a gear here. We'll check that out. Actually on the box it says what we need, what gearing it'll hit with each all right, so out of the box you can run this on a nickel metal battery. You get about 35 miles an hour. I want to see. Stock gearing is 1354. So on a 3S, it's about 45 plus mile an hour. So if we wanted to go 60, we just got to put the 19 in it, which is this one right here. So we could take it out of the box, but you have to make a change.
Exceptions.
So you would have to install this. Which, do you want to make it go 60 or do you want to do about 45?
Well, see, Wolf Trax is a short course.
Oh, yeah. Well, keep it 45 then. Yeah.
And if you give the controls to some kid, they always do this.
I know. It's horrible.
I know. I mean.
All right, so the Pirate says
It's like real metal, not vinyl.
saying yeah, so they actually do send you the speed gear. So with
what size?
With this tool and this tool, you would be able to change the gear, but I wouldn't really want to do it with those tools.
They only last 1 or 2 tries.
The Pirate broke all of his RC cars tonight racing, so that sucks. That sucks. So Reaction's got some MIPs, hex bits. They are awesome.
18?
I think that's 19.
Where? Man, the battery died. Showing over yet.
Yeah, you're right. So they always say something like 60 miles an hour out the box. Arrma's a lot closer. I've done actual speed tests with the Arrmas, and they can usually hit very close.
Dude, the creator of Wolf Trax, my buddy Adam, the other channel is the original channel.
What is that?
Wolf Trax RC.
There's a different Wolf Trax channel?
My friend Adam created Wolf Trax, and then he moved to Oregon.
So what was Wolf Trax?
And he
RC?
left me with the reins.
Okay.
And it all started because he hadn't played with RCs, you know, as old as he was, and he really enjoyed it, got into it, and you know, went hog wild. And he's like over. He got Red Cat. He got the Traxxas, and he was already over it. You know what he ended up doing? He got an Arrma. He got the Typhoon or the Typhon or something.
Yeah.
And then he started like building them himself, and he got like all the flat bodies, you know, the chassis, you know, those crazy ones, and you know, they're pretty cool.
Oh, Misty says, glad you made it.
Oh.
Good to have you in here, Misty.
Oh, good. Yes. I forgot to send. I didn't tell anybody. I told no one except for Derek, and he's the one that showed me that I'm gonna be on live.
That's funny. Yeah, so Pirate had a bad day with the racing.
Sorry, Pirate.
Pirate probably hit the wall too many times.
Tighter days, man. Be well.
So hey, Reaction says something that I am going to second. He says he wants to say that he likes this group of people and they're all awesome. And I agree with it. All the people we've ever had on the show, all the people in chat, it's always been very fun and positive, chill place to hang. So it's been good. I agree. Thank you for saying that. So you got to go outdoors again, Pirate. Let's
go 60.
Nah.
I think Adam would be like, yeah, make go 60. Do you want to go slow? Yeah.
The thing is, they will overheat more on your small. If you're in your smaller track,
yes,
that taller gear is going to overheat. They are known to get too hot.
Well, what was it? A homeboy's rig. He hit it so hard, he hit the podium jump, and it landed on the doghouse. Luckily, it didn't land on the neighbor's pool because behind the property is a pool. There's a gazebo. You probably don't see it in the picture, but yeah, beyond that would have been the pool, just like feet away.
That would. Is this the neighbor pretty good, or would they have been pissed?
They'd have been tolerant, but they'd have been really pissed.
Yeah, that's funny.
You know, like we don't know each other well enough. Like if I were to just sucker punch you, you'd probably sucker punch me. Like, how tolerant are you? You know?
Oh, not that tolerant.
Dude, I like these wheels, but these wheels, all these wheels from all the TRAXXAS Slash, I noticed they were really soft compound, really brittle, and just really cheap, and they'd rip. They'd like, as soon as you hit something like a piece of wood or catch it at the corner or something, it'd be like, it's done. Now you need a new tire, because like what if it gets wet?
Tearing the sides, basically.
No.
Up on the top.
Yeah.
That was on your other Slash.
That was my original Slash. Yeah.
These are different tires, don't you think?
Freaking heavy duty.
Yeah.
It is bad ass, dude. Good call.
I'm glad that I'm glad it looks like you're gonna have a lot of fun with it.
Dude, that's crazy. Look at these A-arms right there. They already look upgraded in a sense. Or I could be wrong. They just because they're clean?
They've made them better over time. You can see the axles are the lighter gray.
Edges, yeah.
The lighter gray axles, front and rear, are their heavy duty axles.
I don't know what you call it. Is that a chamfer or a pencil edge?
On this?
Yeah, because it's not square and you know, like you know, Gumby, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I don't know if that's the right reference.
A lot of different angles to them. I mean, you're gonna have to replace these arms. I would go to RPM all around. Unless, I mean, I don't know how you drive it. If it was mine,
oh, I bash it.
The arms are gonna break the first thing.
I don't like bashing like intentionally, but I want to like, you know, have fun with it and race the course. But you know, if you're having a race, there's other people on the course, and you know, there's obstacles, and you know, this thing gets squirrely, even though it does have what's that called?
TSM, Traction Stability Management. It's like a gyro.
What's telemetry? Just telling you if the battery's dead or something? Telemetry is just to tell you if the battery's dead, right?
Telemetry can tell you depending on what sensors you have. It could be how the motor temperature is. It could be speed, miles per hour.
Like I know some of them have the brain where I almost got that one actually. It had a brain. It was like an upgrade. And like if it got squirrely, it was like it could do a 360 and correct itself and keep going in the same direction.
This one does that.
Oh, this is the okay.
Yeah.
So we got power.
So yeah, this knob adjusts how much or little you use that. Oh, Pirate got to Are you kidding? So Pirate programmed my old transponder to say pirate. That's freaking funny, dude. Pirate was here a week or two ago, and he's been going to the track more. Okay. And so, yeah, I had a transponder I could loan him. I'm glad you're using that thing. Makes it so much more fun being able to track your times. So yeah, definitely a good group. I agree with Dan at Khabib. The more the merrier. So you want to fire this thing up?
Sure, yes, please. Yes, I want to fire it up.
All right.
You got it on?
It's on.
It's on, and it did something. Hey, this what's this light for? Oh, that's something there.
It's just in there chilling. All right. And
it's a chatterbox because I got it turned over.
I'm trying to see. One way will do more stability. Well, maybe it has to be set down on the ground or something when we turn it on. I'd just set a restart.
Yeah, I'm gonna be thinking about that all night.
Yeah, I know. Well,
so you should do that like this. This is how you'd handle it, and that's how you get the real effect quicker.
Oh yeah.
You're not even steering.
No, I'm not. And then if I turn the stability management off all the way, do the same thing. It does, and then turn it on.
Excellent.
So 907 Arctic, it looks like is out. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. If you could hope, not sure if you're subscribed, but if you are, and then I want to check out your channel. I don't know that I've ever had a chance to check it out, but I will. So thank you very much. So yes, Pirate, this is a Slash.
He's where the caribou roam free.
4-wheel drive. Yeah, thanks for stopping in. And Pirate Mike Thompson, thank you also for stopping in. So, I mean, you got to admit, they're not bad. These are not bad vehicles at all.
That's fun. I'm excited again.
The only thing, their weaknesses is their plastic is just, it's good plastic in a way because it's very firm, but it's so
giving.
It doesn't give.
Oh, it doesn't give. It just
no,
breaks.
It's brittle. It's brittle. It's more like race plastic. You know how like RPM stuff's very flexible.
Yeah, it bends.
So at some point, unless you like it, you know, if you don't crash too much, then this can give you better handling than a loose RPM.
Yeah. Star Cruiser goes crash. Yeah, check this out. There's also something nice here. I noticed firsthand where these cooler blades are. I used to have a real issue, and the problem was that it was rubbing on the cable, especially bashing, jumping up and down, hitting, slamming. It would do this,
and basically it would cut the cables.
Yeah. So I just wrapped it with some black tape.
All right. 907 Arctic. Oh, thank you. He says you subbed a while ago. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in, bud. We will be checking out Khabib 29-0. Sweet Guns N' Roses shirt, by the way. Hell yeah. I just was looking through. This is the 2017 I've seen them 3 or 4 times in the last, and I got a dry mouth, like 5 years. So Wolf Trax.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? And how's your first time in the garage been?
Oh, folks, tell you, JB, I'm excited. I was like nervous. I'm like, it's cool because like you're like, I'm gonna do my thing and then I'll bring you in. I'm like, cool. I need that time because I didn't get here enough.
It's always easier whenever people show up. If we're gonna do a show at 8, I always say try to get here about an hour early because that gives us time to just kind of chill and get in the flow. Because anyway, just even trying to get around in the traffic in this area can suck sometimes. But yeah, it's very, very glad to have you on.
Yeah, but people are, luckily for me, people are going off the direction.
Yeah. But man, it's good to have you.
That really made a difference. How many did they pull over there? All of them. Yeah. Oh, there's 2 of them. I pulled them all up. You usually have it low, but
that's pretty low. I don't think I'd drive it that low.
Mine's usually kind of like right there.
Yeah.
Like I have it almost where it's at that convex.
Oh, whatever you know your setup.
It just catches land and it stops it from getting bouncy. So it just takes all the weight and just stops, gets a squat quick, gets it out of the way. Kind of takes a lot of the all that pressure.
This was very similar to how they used to set up 2-wheel drive buggies. They always really sat very squatty in the rear for a long time. What
the buggies sit real high, I thought.
Yeah, but
which I couldn't control, and I'm not trying to say it's not any better, but I just kind of learned something with this car because the way we drive our terrain, short course, and we got to react quick, so we need to it helps kind of balance it,
add stability for it.
But it stops that bounce because if it just hits the body, it stops any other repercussion or reflex. What do you call it? Rebound. Over rebound. I haven't talked shop in a while. I've just been traveling and messing around. Just got back from Oregon. Thinking about other things. I'm thinking about going to Black Diamond RC. It's like 26 acres of RC fun.
Why don't you
Black
tell?
Diamond Ranch.
So this is something you were telling me. Tell the people you were traveling in the beautiful, great northern part of the United States, Oregon. I've never been there. Is it in northern? It's north of us, right?
Yeah.
I've never been there.
Yeah, it's the first state above California. I've been to Washington. I was staying in the town of Kent to sleep, and then I drive over to SeaTac at the airport, putting their conveyors together. But I flew in, and I didn't get to see Oregon. Someone else drove in.
Was it more like a city where you were at? Because I feel like Oregon seems like it'd be more rural or country-ish.
Yep,
exactly. So smaller size cities and stuff.
Even like the residential, it's so quiet because there's nothing there. There's nothing. There's no Starbucks. There's no 7-Eleven on each corner. If anything, there's probably a church or something,
Yeah.
And there's grass and some trees and more roads and more trees and hills and.
Oh, I know. I used to live in a place like that. It can be good. You can do a lot of fun stuff, like ride dirt bikes in places like that. Rip RC cars around. We don't have any room here to do that stuff.
Yeah, that's a shame. A lot of places just got, bought up, whatever.
So, this actually looks pretty cool.
These are actually good tires. It's funny. I recognize these. These were an upgrade that my buddy Adam had picked up for his Slash.
Oh, really?
After going through, a set and like, man, these things suck. Man, these things suck. I wasted my money.
He found some decent ones.
These look so similar. I think he still beat them up though. He wore them down good.
Yeah.
I thought I recognized these. Yeah, he wore them down pretty good.
So
like, you want these? I'm like, what was happening? Because the hub, just wore out, so it's loose. It's not nice and snug. And what's that? More than zero lash. There's no play. That's so sweet. I almost don't want to
Yeah, because you know that's never going to last on an off-road
Well,
truck.
that's the whole point. Is I made the Wolf Tracks in specifications for my homie, and we're like, no hard surfaces, no wood. There had to be some, but now I can remove most of it. You know, backboards and whatnot, and shoring or stuff like that. But you know, I think that can all get taken away, and you know, keep it all dirt. Now that there's no more grass,
Yeah.
I got to get rid of the cactus. Maybe move the shed.
So you have some space enough. I forgot. You actually do have space to have at least a smaller track. It's not going to be tiny.
It's really weird because it's a corner lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's a corner lot, so it's like a diamond or a triangle basically, and there's like a little side yard that's useless, but it's got a job. It's served a purpose now.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hard to keep it clean and look pretty because no one would ever see it. Anyway, it'd be more like a figure eight kind of track that is usable. Kind of have to drive on the patio, and then you have kind of make it 2 lanes. One's dirt, you know, one will have to go over through the patio, you know, keep separate lanes.
On the patio?
You got to go over the patio. There's a section, you know.
So just a paved part of the ground. That's all.
Yeah,
that's okay. That's okay.
You know, it's funny.
I thought you meant like maybe up on a deck or something. It's just
all level.
Okay.
You know, it's funny.
Let's
I
do
found
it.
these little sauna tubes, like concrete tubes or something, or wrapping tubes, and I split them in half, and I wrapped them around the posts on the patio.
Oh,
Cover, you know,
in case you whack it. Well, what do you think? Like, what would be the right size for racing there? Would a 6S? No, this 10 scale 2-wheel drive or 10 scale short course would be a good size for this track.
Absolutely. 8th scale.
That's probably a bit bigger than it needs to be.
No, that'd be perfect. 5th scale is okay.
Even a 5th scale?
It's just gonna be it'd be like arena cross.
You know, it'd be fun about a 5th scale.
Super short course. You
could take a 5th scale out there and just shred the track up and kind of, it would build its track, you know, for you. This is still an Optima that's yet to be built.
Are those the B4 bomber? Or what's that called? Oh, there you go. B5, okay.
B4,
yeah.
B5 mid, and B5 rear motor. So the B4.
Geez, look at that tire.
This would be similar to your T4 truck. See if that recognized like any. Your T4 truck would be more.
Yeah.
I think it had the same style chassis and stuff like that.
Well, I can't remember. I got a new body now. I mean, I have the body.
You still have the T4?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Actually, I have the original. Yeah, I got to paint it myself. That's right. I painted it candy apple. Candy apple.
That's cool. Let me pick this up. All right, guys, I'll be right back.
You guys to death or what?
Sorry about that. We'll be moving on to the next segment shortly. What do you think? Paddle tires?
Whatever gets Catalina.
Oh, man.
I'm going to need a big solar battery. Any thoughts on that, folks? Nitro cars, what's your thoughts about that? Wow, hold on. Whoa, don't wait. Well, someone gave me a nitro, and I need to clean it up. Need new tires. He said he had trouble starting it, so I guess I look forward to working on that. Talk about tearing it apart and cleaning it. It's gonna need a tear down. Who knows how long it's been sitting? Like 10 years, maybe. Oh boy. Yeah.
If a night does the motor turn over?
Yeah, they have 2-year electric cars. Yep. What's that? Who was that? The 2 years.
Trax Arrma's warranty.
I have 2-speed nitro car. Oh, okay, 2-speed. They have multi gears for electric.
All right, dude. Let me tell you about nitro. Here's what I'm going to tell you. As a guy that works in a
Get the USA #1. That thing's what, this big?
Khabib loves nitro.
Nice.
So Khabib, I've actually checked his on his Instagram.
What's up?
It's just a microphone.
Oh,
so
get back over here.
Yeah, make sure you can be heard. It doesn't have a clip on it, right? Have you clip on it? So I've seen him. He driving on Instagram. He can drive a nitro well around a dirt track for sure. Some crawlers have 2 gears, but they're so slow. I have a 2-speed nitro.
Yeah.
So they have multi gears. No. I can't think of any that do. I don't think of any that have multi gears, but I could be mistaken. My buddies race 10th scale on road at a high level, and those are not 2 speeds. There could be, though. I'm not for sure. If anyone else knows, you can please chime in. He says get a good one straight away with nitro. A little car that geared it. So yeah, reaction. There is a some cars are 2-speed and they'll automatically shift kind of at a certain RPM. Some cars are even like the Kyosho Nitro USA 1 monster truck is a 3-speed, and it's a chain drive 3-speed, so it sounds pretty unique. So that would be one. As me not being a nitro dude, I would like that just to dick around with a couple times a year, but I'm not gonna like be bashing it like I will the electrics.
It seems like it's too much, you know.
Khabib says they're easy to work on, and please, yeah.
I don't want to have to drop $1,000.
I don't think so. Not for most people. I hate selling them to people. I do. I know that one of the other shops in town has actually quit selling nitro cars, even the TRAXXAS cars, which are the simplest to use. One of the other shops just doesn't even carry them anymore. We carry the TRAXXAS nitro cars, and we don't carry any race buggies. We carry Kyosho buggies, but they're RTRs, the MP9 and the one prior to that, I think. My advice, if you wanted a nitro, is honestly get the TRAXXAS. Maybe get the JATO is the hardest one to work on, I think, but they're fun. They're very, very fast. The JATOs are literally 70 mile an hour vehicles. So you got an electric bump starter. Yeah. So there's several different ways you can do starting with nitros. Some have a starting box. It spins a wheel, catches the bottom of the flywheel and spins it. TRAXXAS has a piece to just plug in this thing and press the button and it spins it up.
Yeah.
Pull start, a pain in the ass. I agree with Khabib. It's a pain in the ass. Though Kyoshos are usually pull starts. So with those, if you're gonna start it, there's tricks to starting them. You can use
that's a lot of stuff.
A heater, like a hair dryer or something to heat the damn cylinder, warm it up.
I thought those were preheaters. I thought they had a coil for that.
They do, but that just warms up the glow plug.
Oh, okay.
But new motors are sometimes so damn tight that you literally have to. If you don't heat the cylinder, Kyoshos are known for this. It's like the rings are sticking in a 2-stroke, you know, and you got to heat the cylinder. It's a pain in the ass. I would recommend getting a TRAXXAS if you want to just mess with one and have fun. And follow the break-in procedure, and then get it tuned or tune it yourself, you can figure it out. There's only 2 screws to adjust for tuning. The Traxxas would be easier. Like the Slayer Pro is the 4-wheel drive slash. It would be a 4-wheel drive nitro car. Slayer Pro, it has laid down suspension just like the Revo. The Jado is very fast on road. I don't know. The only one I wouldn't get's the Slash Nitro. 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Spins
yeah,
too
that's
much.
just too small. I'd rather get the big one.
Spins too much.
The Derek's like, get the USA one. I'm like, that's the one I get. He's all, change drive. I'm like, I don't know. Whatever.
I do like that. I like it. But I wouldn't. I'd be the kind of guy that just drive it a few times and then it probably sit on the shelf.
I think I'd rather have that rather than that SCX6, you know? RC girl could keep her SCX6.
Yes, but if anyone's looking for an SCX6, I can make you a good deal on one of them. Save you a couple $100. We have a couple.
Well, now I'm getting one.
So,
sold.
I got a couple, I think, to move. So let me know. Damn. Thirsty tonight. Yeah. Traxxas X Mass. I think it was a Traxxas.
It's a Traxxas X Mass.
No, it was something. One of the other nitros. It was a 2-speed. The Revo right now is a 2-speed. Jado's a 2-speed. Revo's a 2-speed. Truthfully, on an off-road car, you don't really want a 2-speed. It's causing more trouble than having the 1-speed, I think. And it is cool though. And then having a 3-speed's even cooler. And when it's a chain drive, and the chain's loose and jangly.
2-speed, yeah. So the only one I only know about is the FMS, the little crawlers that have the 2-speed electric, right?
Yeah, and that's what Reaction was saying. In electrics, a lot of the crawlers will have 2-speed. Traxxas is 10 scale TRX4. A lot of them have, and you can shift it just a button. Go from maybe 7 miles an hour to about 15 miles an hour in high speed.
Well, might be good for mud.
Yeah, Khabib's right about watching your temperatures. Everybody, man, I get this question so much at the shop, and it's very annoying.
No, I just hit the button.
They call up and say, hello, whatever, how can I help you? And they'll say, I just got a Mamba motor in my Rustler. What gearing should I use? And I'm like, all right, do you know what Mamba do you have in there? What KV? I don't know. What battery are you gonna run it on? 2S or 3S? Oh, I don't know. We gotta buy one of those still. I'm like, dude, I can't just tell you numbers. You don't know what motor KV you have at all.
Yeah.
You don't know if you're running on 2S or a 3. People call all the time asking shit like this.
Well, I'm using a 1-cell. I wonder what works.
But yeah, I tell them get a temperature gun. We can't say gun on this stupid show. I think YouTube will penalize us. Don't say that anymore. Get a temp sensor. You point it like this. And they cost about $15 on Amazon or Harbor Freight. And just watch your temperatures, both for electric. That's how you know if you're too hot. Is when the temperatures get too hot, you got to put a smaller gear down. That's the simplest thing. Gear down.
Is that an infrared? It doesn't have a laser, right? Or don't put it in your eye?
Yeah, I got one right over there if you want to try it.
Well, I'll try the dog collar.
I don't have the dog collars. Do you hit it? So they are on the Nitro. Reaction says, are they automatic or do you hit a clutch button on the controller? So on the electric cars, you hit a button on the controller. On the Nitro cars, It's automatic, and it's because once the thing is spinning at a certain RPM, it has like weights or clutches that will fly out and engage a second gear, but it's automatic. It happens automatically. You can tune it to do it at a certain different RPMs. And
so close.
You know, some are just direct drive. Race cars are set up usually with belt drives, and then chain drives are big heavy things for the monster trucks. Yeah, Khabib says an adjustable clutch. Does a truck have the same plastic out drive shafts? Yes. Yes, this does. Clutch shoes on flywheel, bell on nitro. Yep. So coming off of the back of a nitro motor, there is a shaft and basically a bell. It looks kind of like a bell, and there's clutch shoes inside it. The faster that thing spins, the clutch will reach out and grab it. So people will always do this. They'll tune it, and they'll have they're like, it just runs away. But their clutch is usually too fried at this point because they've gotten it too hot, or, you know, whatever the case is. Or they've got the idle set so high to idle. Man, that's got some articulation, actually. That it idles so high that it's engaging the clutch. And they burn out the clutch, and we're like, well, you got to get a clutch.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So, yeah, nitro's a pain in the ass, dude. So I would say don't even get one. I'm not a fan of nitro because I would not want to sell. I don't like every time a customer goes, I'm like, do you already like to tune engines? Now, if you're a guy that's already into that stuff, like a lot of us who are dirt bikers or ATV guys or something from the past, we've already got some experience with that. It's not such a big deal. But some people think it's going to be as easy as going out to the Honda Civic, pressing the button, and it fires up and you drive away. It's not that simple. You got to tune them anytime there's a major temperature, elevation change. If you change nitro percentages in the fuel.
I don't want to be constantly maintaining it. I have my YZ250. I've rebuilt it, but I take my 4-stroke and my Cali 450 that goes into the shop. I ain't doing that. I'm not gonna start worrying about water jackets and seals, and I don't want to say it anymore. Yeah. Just want to go get my valves checked, and that's it, and cross my fingers,
So you're currently riding a Cowie, but you've had a Yamaha in the past.
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah.
Did you prefer the 2-strokes in the past?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Good for hill climbing. Excellent in Elsinore. Backside Canyon Lake. That's where me and Shelby always rode. Okay. Before there was houses out there, and we could camp anywhere we wanted on.
So you would just find areas out there, maybe sometimes after it would rain or whatever, and have decent traction and stuff?
Absolutely. We'd be lucky if it rained.
Yeah. That's awesome. I've always seen videos and stuff from then, but I wasn't around then, so I never got to ride.
There's no one who's going to ever do a video. Well, I think maybe it's possible, but I would have dreamed to have this video where we're cruising around, we're on a mission. You gotta get the girls their guacamole chips. We're like, I don't know how many miles to that liquor store, on Canyon Road. And we were like, just go straight, it's that way. And we got there, but I ended up in someone's backyard, and I'm like, just go between the houses.
What were you did you just get off the road and bust through the desert or something, or?
No, yeah, we were already in an open terrain, and I'm like, let's go off-roading.
Okay.
Like, we're gonna get lost. I'm like, no, look, if you look that way, that's where the liquor store is.
I've never done that kind of riding.
Forgot the name of that liquor store.
That's fun. Or it sounds fun. I've never done any. All I've ever done was motocross and a little bit of trails, but never any desert riding.
Yeah,
very little sand.
Homeboy had one of the houses next to Excalibur liquor store. It's just down the street from there either. Just one. It's on the other side of the golf course. One's on the other side. Where we go camping and where his cabin was. It's like, dude, we'd rather go camping instead of being cooped up in the cabin.
So he's got a campground near his cabin as well?
No, it's not. It's just where we would camp.
Oh, okay.
But like we would prefer not to go to the house because he knows his parents would make him do
Gotcha.
work and stuff.
No, that's here. I hear you. Well, what do you think?
Two-stroke would save the headaches. Yeah. Well, I look forward to getting my next two-stroke.
Do you currently have one or no?
No, but I want one because it's better for the track. It's so clumsy trying to ride a 450, but it's easy just getting over double. I could be like in like third gear and just kind of roll it over. It's like just give it some gas.
That kind of got me worried about riding two strokes
where you want to be, but that's full. That's kind of like going fast. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be winding my motor out when the motor can do work.
And my last several motorcycles have been Honda 450s.
Yeah, well, I don't weigh a ton.
I like. I'm pretty big, as you can see on camera. Not that big. Neither of us are, but
bigger than life.
But
huge.
I loved about the four strokes. That you could just come out of a corner in second and hit a double 10 feet out. Or if it was bigger, I mean, it's still second or third gear. Second always worried me a little because you could launch yourself in second. If you rev it too high, on a 450, I've overshot in jumps and slammed down and gotten hurt. On a two-stroke, you can't. Or you just do it in third gear. You can do a whole track in third gear and lug it around. Yeah. But they have enough torque to clear every jump. This doesn't have. It's snappy. You got to be in the right gear.
Suzuki snappy.
But it's not. The torque is not there at all. If you don't get a good line up to a triple or a double, you may not clear. I enjoy the two-stroke so much more. Much more fun to ride. 05.
Oh, yeah, it's nice. Lucky. Suzuki.
Yeah. I have an 04 CR, but it's not here.
Looks like the Honda.
Pretty similar. Yeah, these would be fun to ride.
I find it so kooky. Like we went through that change of all the plastics colors. The fairings were all like, oh, we got blue, we got yellow. It's like, really?
Cowie's been green forever.
And like my YZ is yellow. The fairings are yellow.
Yeah, that's funny. The YZs were yellow. They've been white. They've been blue. They've been purple fuchsia, which is this year they came out with their 50th anniversary.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Which is a throwback to like a 94 or 96.
Gray one.
Cowie does have a gray one this year. I didn't see that. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, it's their dual sport. Adventure bike or dual sport, yeah.
A 450.
Yeah, it's a
trail version.
It's a 400 or something. Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my god, I don't want that.
Well, Yamaha still makes a 250 two-stroke.
Nice.
The only thing is, it's the exact same bike they made for the last 20 years. It's not changed, which is a good bike. Very good motor. Chassis works well. So if you want a two-stroke, get any of them from the last 20 years, and they're exactly the same.
Not in town, but all the way out. I was fortunate enough to find something out in the high desert at some what is it, a recycle yard, and they had one, or they had two maybe. I was lucky to get my hands on something, so I had to rebuild the top end, And it's just been sitting there, waiting for new plastics, waiting for the Elsinore Classic.
You still have the bike?
Yeah. I'm gonna get in that race definitely.
Dude, so I want to race Elsinore next year.
There we go. That's it.
I want to. We were talking about this on the show last week. I don't know if you were on, listening. I think so. And we have a guy from San Diego. He's Pirate Mike's friend. He is family friends with Mike Webb, who was team manager for Suzuki Off-Road and then Suzuki Supercross team when Stewart was on the team towards the end. He said he'd be willing to come up and pit for me at the Elsinore. And I was like, That's really
Sick.
thoughtful and awesome. But I would love to race that race. I want to do it. I plan to do the Elsinore. And you want to do it too?
I've seen it so many times. I've been there.
Let's fucking do it, man. Let's do it. We're doing it this year, guys. You heard it right there.
This year.
When is it? It's in November.
Yeah. I'll push my bike there if I have to.
We're gonna do it.
That's why I said.
I don't know what I'll be riding. You're gonna do it on the classic.
I have a 79 YZ 250.
Oh boy. Here's what is the day you can only run one class that day because they run multiple classes at the same time.
It's a long ride.
Is the classic the same day? So that's all you're racing. You can't race the 450s. They don't do classic like the day prior.
I think maybe it's by age or something.
They also do age classes.
I think it's an age class.
But you can do the classic. But if you do that, you're not racing any modern bikes that weekend.
Yeah,
that's only one
stipulation.
Because you can only, I think the whole thing runs at one time, basically.
Well, everyone goes the same, but they got like something to get checked at.
Different classes.
Well, they have something to be like everyone's being monitored.
Timed.
Everyone's being monitored.
I was just wondering if they put the classic like on an easier track. Sometimes they do easier tracks and they run them earlier in the weekend. I would be a sketchy to ride a bike older than. I don't know. Even this bike is pretty old now.
GoPro Black 10, a 10, yeah. Battery just died. I have an upgraded battery. I didn't bring it though.
Khabib, does we have a Go? Yeah, so he does have a GoPro. Dang,
I got all the stuff for it. I got everything. It's on the tripod.
So Khabib spent about $3 grand on his nitro. Went all in on Australian dollars. So he has a race buggy though, and it's nice. And if you go check out his Instagram, you'll see he was ripping around on it a week or two ago, or it was over. It was over that. I saw it a week or two ago. It was cool though. He can drive. He can definitely drive. Outdrive me. I believe in without a doubt. So he's a good driver, man. And nitro takes a whole different. Yeah, I think you have to build up to speed more than you do with electric, so you have to get a flow going. So guys, there is a race here in Elsinore, California, called the Elsinore Grand Prix. I think they've done it for about 50 years. And some years it would run both off-road, through the desert, and on parts of the city streets.
Right by people's houses, right through the middle of town.
Yeah.
Downtown.
And the city used to love it. It was a cool city.
I think that's North Shore, right? That's North Shore.
I'm not sure. I wouldn't know that.
Yeah.
But I've actually watched several of their videos in the last 2 weeks because I plan to do this. You can tell
why all the houses look like someone built them themselves,
Now in 2013 or 2018, they were racing, and the races started on the streets. And that was fun because I saw a couple guys start and hit that first right-hand corner and the front wheel just wash out.
Sounds familiar.
But the one they did last year was just, it started, I think, by the Elsinore Moto track, like in the parking lot. And then you took off, did some of the track and went off. And I think the laps were what, 11 minutes or something like that. Does that sound about right to you?
Don't know.
I think we'll be doing 11-minute laps for about 50 minutes, 45 or 50-minute race, I think is what it is. If we're doing singles.
So I don't understand how someone could think that that's a long race. I mean, like, that's what I just do on the track most of the time. And most of the time, I've already done like twice as many laps as someone that I usually roll out with, or I don't know, because I'm excited. I want to get as much time as I want, as I can possibly.
Now I can do nowadays. This would beat me to death. I got to get in shape. Somebody like this guy takes a jet ski.
Thank you, Super Dave.
A jet ski or a wave runner to Catalina, 30 miles across waves. Pow, 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 pow. Chop. He's hitting every damn chop for about 30 miles. That takes some strength. I'd get about a mile out there and say, let's just chill. But when I was younger, I could go to a motocross track and easily do 20 to 30 minutes, get off, swig a little bit of drink, get right back on. If I was forced to do an hour, it would be not an issue. But I was a lot younger then. It was like,
that's my exercise. I'm trying to get the exercise out of it. I'm trying to get
I would love
everything out of it.
I would love to.
I don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
I just want to ride my bike.
No, I don't blame you. That would be great. And that's how it used to be. I just rode so much. You know, when you ride that much, you're like, it's no big deal. When I first go back to riding, I know I'm going to get horrible arm pump. It's going to be, I'm going to feel awkward on the bike at first. But it's...
We're going to have to get this guy 2 bananas and the monster biscuit from
It's going to be awesome, dude.
Carl's Jr.
So Khabib says that Americans, he sees that us Americans love 4x4 mud events. Had we been to one? Some crazy vehicles out there. Okay, so yes, I have been to, seen monster trucks in like stadiums a couple times. It's okay. It's not my favorite thing, but they're loud, cool like that. But I went to a mud bog thing. It was like it was a mud bogging tournament. It was a whole weekend at a campground, and there was all, you know, most of they were Jeeps and trucks built up, but they were more like these things were running construction grade axles and things like that. Very articulating, more like the Scorpion or Spider hand built type cars. I had fun. I was just riding an ATV around. What sucked about it was they were doing, there would be like a course, probably 150 or 200 feet long, and it was a really deep mud bog. And even if you had 40-inch tires, you would be, you know, it'd be drowned out. So
that's a deep rut.
Yeah, it was just
I think someone was digging that shit out.
Oh yeah, it was
caused an accident.
Just a big mud bog, and they were racing through it. And oftentimes you'd get stuck. So they'd get out, and the passenger would get out and hook up a winch, and they would winch the car along. You could winch along and still stay in the race. Well, one guy, he went to winch it, and his daughter was in the car, probably a teenage girl, and turned the winch button, and it went in instead of out, and it pulled the guy's fingers in, and it crushed 4 fingers. I think he ended up losing. I think he ended up losing all 4 of those. They had to bring the helicopter in for the poor fella.
Oh, dude. Oh,
I hated that. Huh? Yeah.
Oh boy.
So Khabib, 29-0, also known as Dan, who once again, Dan, I was very excited whenever she said they were delivered. Then I was scared to death when I looked all through the apartment complex, all different 4 buildings, could not find them. And then I said, will you check again? And she said, oh, they're only been delivered to the local post office yet. Thanks. Looking forward to that. So he's at a Yamaha Wave Runner. Yeah, so we have... How far is Catalina off from where you go?
It's 14 miles.
So...
24 miles?
I feel like it's
24.
16, 18 miles at least.
Like San Pedro, so make it closer, you know.
Okay.
But, yeah, San Pedro.
Because when
it's out of Long Beach by the Hotel Maya. The Hotel Maya, so it's Long Beach.
Is it the same place where the boat goes?
They have a slip.
The Catalina Express or whatever.
They have that both at the San Pedro and Long Beach and Dana Point.
I can't remember which ones I've been to.
San Diego. Where's the other one at?
Some good snacks in there too, he says. Maybe they smelt them. Oh, well, this will be interesting. Getting some good snacks from Australia. Very, very cool. That is awesome, dude. The Bajas and girls look amazing.
29 miles.
It's 29 miles.
From Long Beach to Catalina.
So
Avalon.
A 30-mile trip.
Yeah, usually when we take the jet skis, it's to Twin Harbors. It's not to Avalon. We probably run out of gas.
Wait, which one is the bigger city?
Avalon.
And you go to Twin Harbors. Yeah. That's on that.
I grew up on Twin Harbors. That's where my grandparents had the mooring, and at Ket had on the.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a separate harbor, but they have the mooring and stuff. You know, you can lease it for. There's a wait. It's like a 5-year wait. You know.
So you've grown. You spent a lot of time on cattle. I've only been there about 3 or 4 times. Oh yeah, I think you told me that or showed me a picture of that or something.
Yeah, that's old though. That was like 8.
That's funny.
Or 10.
Catalina is awesome. It's an island, a little tourist place right now for the most part.
It hasn't changed.
You can't get a car over there. If you want a car, there's got a 40-year waiting list pretty much for cars. You're not allowed.
Just for work, for people, for companies.
And you gotta 2 cars got to leave the island for every 1 car that comes on the island.
There's nobody there. What do they need cars for, you know?
Everyone just drives electric around.
Well, you can walk, you know. What's the big hurry? Yeah. You know, there's nothing there. It hasn't changed. It's preserved, actually. It's not allowed to build on. They're not really. They're only allowed so much, you know, and it's really expensive, you know.
So reaction. Thank you so much for sticking around with us. He says it's 1:15 there on his coast. Man, thanks a lot, Reaction. We're glad to have you here in the chat. Really a lot of fun. And if you guys haven't followed him, make sure you do follow him. He's got some cool stuff he is giving away. That Typhon Grom. Go watch his video and see how. But yeah, he's got a new video on that little Typhon Grom. I should get one of those. Maybe I'll win it in the damn giveaway. Who knows?
Right.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for coming out again. So this has been a pretty... we've already gone over... Well, we're just at 2 hours. Anybody out there have anything they want to talk about? I feel like we've already showed the Traxxas. I think that'll be a fun truck for you to rip around on. Now, I will bring, you know what would be great? This Creighton. My 4S, not the 6S Creighton. The 4S Creighton should go to your track. That would be good for your place. Yeah, hey, since it's after 10... This actually we turn into, it's called the RC After Dark hour. I was
staring right at it, but they were good. I'm not even blind. I just stared at it, and now I'm blind. But it's good. They're pretty good. I like those lights.
Yeah, but I'm thinking about going to the After Dark. Since it's after 10 o'clock now.
What does that mean?
That's when we make the less bright in here.
Oh, mood lighting. Nice.
Yeah. So
I was on my way home from
I'm actually gonna
from Oregon, and I'm such a big fan of. I got all new gear. Like I was getting some hats and some shirts and a hoodie. And I'm in line, you know, getting ready to board my plane from Oregon after celebrating my homie's birthday, and I like thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm gonna take my hoodie off, and I think the hoodie I was wearing didn't have anything to do with dirt bikes or anything, but I look up and I tell my buddy, I'm like, look, I got a hat on, I'm about to take my jacket off, and the shirt underneath is Cowie. I'm like, both hat and shirt is Cowie. I was like, oh, someone's gonna bug me and think I, just wear clothes or something. And sure enough, some dude hit me up. He's like, hey man, is that a fashion statement or do you ride?
And
I was like, someone had to say something.
You know what's cool?
That's funny.
I actually heard from the person he chatted in earlier. He had heard the story. It was Jeff Chicken Matasevich.
What?
Team Kawasaki. Jeff Matasevich.
What?
That's who it was.
What?
Nah, I'm just messing with you.
You never know.
I know, he's around here somewhere. He was actually, I saw he's racing 5th scale buggies out in the Temecula or something like that.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
We might have something. What do we got going on in here? This is the smallest RC ever. This is thanks to Pirate Mike.
That's not a Hot Wheels.
It's basically a Hot Wheels, but it's an RC car too. This is
diecast.
This is throttle. This is steering.
Oh, sweet, yeah. Yeah, I like that. Those are cool. All in one. It's funny, and it works, you know.
So, these, you were asking about these, saying something about these.
Yeah, hoodies.
These are actually, I think it's a great idea, especially if you don't want to tear the crap out of your regular gear. They're much sturdier than the gear.
The Jawa.
Yeah. And I found another use for them as well. I put the my little speedometer GPS unit in here,
Oh.
and then just I twist it up, and with a zip tie, I just hang the GPS unit inside that, so it's protected whenever I'm driving it. So these cost like $6 or $7 on Amazon, or maybe less if you buy them in bulk. But yeah. All right, so yeah, I agree that Reaction RC does a great job on his editing. I sure wish I had the skills and patience to do that. Any close calls on the RM? Not yet, but there will be soon. I haven't had this one long. I rode up until about, in 2009, I was still riding a lot. 2010, I was still riding a lot. They were Honda 450s is what I was riding. From 2003, I switched out of 2-strokes. And in 2000, and like in 1999, you'd be proud, I had a brand new KX 250. Only Cowie I've ever had, other than my first motorcycle, was a 1978 KZ 650 street bike. I got it, and it was just a frame and a motor, and I had to put it together. But that was a street bike. I had a 99 KX, then I had RM 250 and 125, both in 2000. And I never really crashed those much. And then whenever I got a Honda 450 in 2003, I crashed that sucker several times. I broke my neck. I'm not even shitting you guys. I broke my neck on it. I broke numerous ribs on it. I think that's it. Yeah. That bike, and a 450, this was back when 450s first started coming out, the carburation was sometimes a little bit aggressive. And like you said, like there was this day at the track where I broke my neck. I was jumping this tabletop in third, about half throttle. Real easy, you know? And I asked my brother, what gear are you jumping? He's riding with me. It's just a practice day. And he says he's jumping it in second gear.
Yeah, I always say second, yeah.
Well, he was. I didn't think. He was riding my old RM 250, which you'd need to be wound out a bit more. You wouldn't want to be third on an RM, a 2-stroke. So he was in second gear. Well, I don't think about it. I just said, okay, I'm going to try it in second gear. And I'm already cleared it nicely. It's about a 40-foot, 50-foot table.
You get too much propulsion, and you can't stop. You gotta make that turn, you know.
I did it I dropped it from third to second and hit that jump. And next thing I know, I was like 30 feet in the air. And I don't even think I could hit the rear brake if I wanted to try to get the front down. It was like, ah. And I'm looking, and I'm debating, do I bail or what? Because I'm way past the landing. I'm going to be flat landing this son of a bitch. And I was like, if I jump, I'm definitely breaking a leg. If I stay,
you're gonna sprain your ankle, you're gonna fracture.
Yeah, something was, because I was high enough that I was gonna hurt my feet. And I said, if I stay on it, at least the suspension will do something. Yes, exactly. And so I stayed on, and boom, and I'm sure it bottomed out, and then it fucking threw me over the front, and it was just boom, 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 boom. And you know, sometimes in a big crash, when you're just tumbling and you hear a bike revving and you don't know where it's at, and it's bikes flipping around too. So that happened. That was fun.
Handlebars get twisted, mangled.
Jeez. So I just kept rolling, and I was like, I was like, man, at the end, my neck was, it got really shoved down onto my chin like this. And I said something to myself, like at the end of the crash, I was like, this is what it feels like to break your neck. Just being a smart ass. And I get up and come off the track because my neck was torqued like so hard down this way because I rolled and my body went, my head got stuck and my body went up over it. Well, then I go home and I said, I'm done. You know, I was all cut up and my back had scabs and shit all out. Like, you know, I have road rash everywhere. I go home and my arm starts going numb and then I can't move my neck anymore and my arm's all numb. And then I talked to a neighbor who worked at a chiropractic office and they say that I should be careful. I go in the next day and get x-rays. And
traumatized.
Broke some of the...
body's traumatized.
Just the little bones behind in the back of your vertebrae.
Strained.
That link them together.
Fractured?
Yeah, but it was nothing. What happened was it didn't hurt so much at first, but as it swelled up, it started getting on the nerves there, and that's when my arm was going numb.
It's uncomfortable because it's pinching off something, huh?
And that's when it was scary. Yeah. And then they said it was, but there was not really much they could do about it.
Ew.
Yeah, man, that sucked. That was like, yeah, I kind of went off the back of it somewhat, and I wanted to bring the front down, but I think I came down back first, and then the front slammed down, and probably slammed me over the bars at that point. But from where the crash started to where it ended was like 50 feet.
Yeah.
So when you get thrown over the bars, that's already like 10 feet before you even hit the ground. Prior to that, I'd done wrists, collarbones, and hopefully no more. Ribs a bunch.
See, that's the thing. I look forward to going to the track just to do all that stuff and get it out of the way because I don't want to do it out in the middle of nowhere. So I get all my practicing so I can judge things a little better. You know, I do all that stuff. You're training at the track. You know, that way.
You got if something goes wrong at the track, you're not very far from the truck. Somebody can drive you somewhere, or there's an ambulance in the worst case. I've always ridden almost exclusively on tracks just because that was available to me and that's what I liked. But I would like my first couple rides to be pretty simple because I haven't ridden in many years and I have no aspirations of going out there and hitting some big doubles or triples and busting my fucking ass and getting hurt the first day. I'd rather just go out and focus on some tabletops and lots of lefts and rights, cornering and tabletops. Just get used to it again. Because I can already tell, I mean, I have no suspension set up for me. Whatever I ride will not be set up for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You always want to go a little over, that way you can, have a little cushion, yeah.
Yeah.
It might be awkward because it might be too stiff, but it takes a lot of, it absorbs a lot of, all the impact, it's better to have that.
And this one here is pretty stiff. This is set up fairly stiff, I know, because the prior guy was heavier like me. Yeah. But for sure. Chad says, talk about Wolf Track, Holmes.
Why?
Let's hear Wolf Track.
It's not even ready yet.
Well, is there anything
to talk about? Sorry.
Okay.
You get nothing. Nothing. What?
All right, guys, remember, I don't know if you were here earlier when I was talking about this Creighton 8S project we have. But we have some huge reefs, 1000. It's a 5th scale ESC. It weighs about 5 pounds, it feels like. And it has over 1,000 ounces of torque. And it's going to be going in a Creighton 8S. Along with this Max 5 Easy Run motor from Hobby Wing. triple bearing support steering blocks for Arrma 5th scales. There's actually 3 bearings in here instead of just 2, because that's like a 30-pound car by the time it's built and has batteries and shit in it. 3 bearings. I've never installed one of these, but probably be doing that maybe Sunday on a live stream. So if you guys can tune into that, make sure you hit the notification thing on the
Push the little daisy, make it come up. Push the little daisy and make it come up. You gotta get me started. You gotta wind me up.
So he's saying Wolf talented. He's seen him ski. You've seen who's he seen ski?
Huh? What?
Talk about a close call, Wolf. Wolf, they're just being
Talk about
kids.
Wolf Trax homes. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I was actually at this track and I wasn't on my game, and you know, I probably drinking and I broke up with a girlfriend, and just not on my game, and I was hitting this you know, one of the tabletops, and somehow I landed irregular, and the guy behind me told me that, you know, he saw me land and my tire was just turned. And I'm like, that's kind of odd.
Your front tire was turned when you landed.
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
But
I landed and the tire just, you know, turned. That's what I remember. But he said
he maybe landed in a rut and it jerked it.
He saw me in the air and my tire, my you know, I landed like this. You know, my whatever.
Nobody does that.
But yeah, I fell like out of the sky. It felt like I fell out of the sky and just knocked the wind out of me. And I was like, okay, I've fallen. Now the only thing I can do is get ran over or start steamrolling out off the track, because I couldn't get up.
You can't move barely.
I was like, so I'm like, steamroller, you know. And then my bike, I don't know where the heck that thing went. I saw it. I thought I saw it. It like hit the berm and kind of went over and fell over eventually. Luckily, it didn't just keep going.
What was this on the 450?
It was on my game, yeah, the one I'm still riding.
My buddy used to race a. He still has an 07 Kawasaki 450, which he's been racing on and off. Well, he got it in 07.
Like a brick.
It is big, isn't it?
Is this the winch?
This is gonna be for steering.
Beast 1000.
Yeah, it's gonna be for steering.
I bought a Reese, but it's like a winch. It can, you know,
just keep spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I wouldn't want to use it just for, you know, just for steering. I'm like, I'm gonna use it for a winch.
Yeah, there's some that'll do about 180 degrees. Some that are 270 maybe, and then some that are just continuous. So Chad says to give us some 24th scale action. You know what sucks?
I just bought a new SCX6 Bronco. I got the red one.
SCX24.
SCX24. Thank you. SCX6. How many do I have? So the 24th scale, I almost had all of the axials, but then they came out with that Jeep, with that you know, that neutral color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have 2, but they're not. Neither of them are here.
Well, I actually, I was like, I wasn't gonna do it, but I ended up picking up the AX4, and it's still in the box.
Oh, the 4-wheel steering one.
Nobody's seen it. Not Derek. Not Chad.
Dang.
Not Luke.
Cool.
Not Lexi.
I think did you get it from
Misty?
me? I think I remember you getting that.
Yeah, I'm sure I picked it up from your shop.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Or a
So
shop.
you never even opened it up though, huh?
Oh no. I have no plans for that. It's a little unrealistic, you know. It's like, well, I wouldn't plan on building a 4-wheel steering car unless I was gonna do something professional, you know. I mean, I'm just gonna take whatever chassis I can pick up and then have fun with that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's nostalgic, you know.
Yeah, it's cool.
Keeping it real.
So yeah, I wish
Like
I
he
did,
said.
guys. I don't have any. We used to actually have a 24 scale track in here, and which was like a really nice foam built course built on board, but it's gone now. And all my
What scale is the plane?
that's called micro, I think, a park flyer.
Well, these are 18 scale or?
Yeah, those are 18th scale.
Sorry. Sorry, no 24 scale.
Is there anything here? This is your first time here. Is there anything here you've got question about?
Which ones can you not put, or which can't go on an indoor track? You know, or so some doesn't scream at you. You know.
You mean if you went to an
I guess
indoor?
it's all about the tires, right? Or does it matter what size vehicle?
Oh,
I mean, it's
so
strictly indoor. If you're going to be using these, right? The buggies.
for indoor track would be 10 scale buggies.
Bomber, yeah.
I've used my 8th scale buggy on an indoor track at OCRC, but they don't let you do.
That's the one I have. Yeah.
Oh, you got one of those too?
It's the RC10. No, that's right. The 10. What's that? Is this the one?
It's an RC18.
Oh, that's not it. Okay.
Oh, these are the RC10s.
Because there's two different chassis. I have the truck chassis.
For what? The RC18s?
No, the 10 scale Team Associated.
Those are 18s.
I know.
These are 10 scale.
Yes. Right.
You got that old one?
No, I have.
You had the B4.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The T4.
T4. Thank you.
Yeah, T4. Yeah, that T4 could be an indoor track car. The T4 is perfect size. Short course trucks are usually allowed at tracks, indoor tracks. Depends on how big they are. My buggy, I've had on, like I said, Orange County, but they've closed down.
Oh, they did?
OCRC closed.
I didn't know that.
Like over a year ago.
Oh, okay, so that's why.
Yeah, but yeah, that.
Because I was just over there like 2 years ago.
Yeah, no, about a year ago.
Shit. Dang it. Well, you know what that means?
There's no.
We're going to have to open up Chickenfoot RC. Oh, well, there's Huckleberry, Chad.
There's Huckleberry. I've only been there once. It's fun, though. I got to get out there more often. That's where the truggies do good at.
Oh, that's where the fish are biting, man.
Oh, yeah, the lake's there, too.
At the Indian line. That's so cool. You got these two lined up. It's like hobby racing.
So, Khabib says your new RC is going to be fun. Yeah, it is. You actually, you've got experience with the Slash 4-wheel drive already, don't you?
Mm-hmm. Yes, 4-wheel drive. It's been on Wolf Trax.
You've got one.
I don't have a good video or a race video.
You got the.
I have a crappy video.
But you got the onboard audio version of one already, and the audio still works.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's kind of rattly because the plastic's just it's just it's brittle.
So Chad's saying, what about the boat?
The Lexan just it's so weak.
So a guy came in the shop today or this week looking to sell a boat. He says it'll do about 110.
Okay.
And I said, I know a guy who might be interested. Would you be interested in a boat that does 110?
How big is it?
He said it's about 4 feet long.
Sold.
I can give you. I got his number.
I just need a truck boat trailer. Or do some racing.
He says he
like
got
Dirtbon Franza.
So he used to go, or he goes to Lake Havasu.
Oh.
And he got drunk and watched these other guys ripping around on their boats, and he ended up getting drunk and buying one, and then he's never used it.
Oh, that's a shame.
So maybe if you're interested, you can check in on it and see if you want to see what he's got going.
All right, $100.
I don't remember what he said.
Oh, okay. How?
110 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
You said how much? Nah,
he didn't.
I thought you said he was selling it for 100. He probably wants at least 380, right?
Who knows?
Oh, it goes 100, so it's like a what's that, oxidine marine.
It's a catamaran.
Oh, is it Traxxas?
No. Now it's bigger.
Catamarans are cool. You got really good steering, very responsive.
I'd like to own like a real catamaran.
Oh yeah, you got so much room.
Yeah.
You got room to
it's
rock.
like you got two boats. So you got two boats, and then the whole area in between.
They handle so well, and they just eat the swell. You know. They don't.
You probably took a catamaran a few times out around Catalina.
Yeah. My grandparents' friends, they'll whatever they had, and we'd have dinner on their boat, There's these kids. We were in Mexico, and they sailed this rotten old wooden boat, but it was still floating. My grandpa said, it's still floating. But they were having a good time, and I remember just I was young, so I couldn't do anything. But these guys are partying. They were drinking. Like they took a dinghy out and they took a surfboard, and they're like, "We'll pull you on it." I couldn't get up. I was too young. I didn't do much wakeboarding because I wasn't proficient yet.
So Khabib asked, had we been to Glamis? He's only seen it on DVDs. I have not. I've seen it on DVDs, but when I moved to California, a few short years later, I rode at Milestone a few times. I rode tracks for the first 2 or 3 years here, but I never went out to the desert or dunes.
Pismo, dunes, yeah.
I always heard of Glamis and Pismo and saw them in magazines and videos all the time. You've probably lived it. What's your experience? Do you enjoy? Is that one of your more favorite places to ride, or is it? I hear now it's a lot overtaken by UTVs, the side-by-sides maybe.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But yeah, give us your talk about it.
I've been to Oceana Dunes so many times, and I've been there camping without dirt bikes. Yeah, it's such a good place, and it's a shame that it's all going to be shut down. I think it's already shut down, right?
Is it?
I think it's shut down already.
Oh my gosh.
Because I was saying, what's up with Pismo, and he's all shut down. Well, they're trying to preserve the little birdies and stuff.
Oh gosh.
Good stuff. So much terrain out there, and I've seen a Bigfoot out there.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, it was 4th of July, and I think the same weekend there was like a 4-wheeler club, so it looked really cool. Toyota 4Runner.
A Bigfoot out there.
Pretty dope. Just roaming around.
Just like the truck.
It was.
It was one of the Bigfoot trucks.
No, it was a Bigfoot. It was blue.
Because there's a bunch of, they made about 10 or 12 of them over the career, I think.
Yeah, you look at this, you're like, oh, Bigfoot.
That's nuts.
You don't say something else. You don't say,
Grave
zombie,
digger,
or you don't say Dalmatian. You're like, oh, look, Bigfoot. Yeah, that's the one I saw.
So
this is at least, 10 years ago.
So this is where you could camp and basically camp and ride your motorcycles along the beach, basically, right?
Yeah.
Which always seemed awesome.
Well,
and
for
also,
a minimal distance, there's only so much terrain, There's actually a speed limit, and then there's a spot where you can't be,
Oh, so there's not as much along the coast as you might think.
Well, most of it's all taken by people camping as close to the
coast. Close as the... Okay,
yeah,
so...
those are the ones getting stuck.
What if you went on a...
I've never been to Glamis. I've been to other places, but not for riding dirt bikes, I've been everywhere. I've been everywhere with for dirt bikes and off-roading, but just not Glamis, And the side-by-sides and the razors, it's not a big deal, It's not like overtaken, I don't think.
I would like to do it on...
Which is a lot. But that place is freaking huge. So who cares? Go somewhere else where there aren't there.
The thing is, with dirt bikes, how do you ride? Do you enjoy it? Like, do you put a paddle on and go and launch dunes? Or do you just do trails through there? I've ridden in the sand near like river bottoms areas where I've ridden in sand enough to know I don't really enjoy it that much. It is fun while you're in it because you have to be on throttle. Last time I had a lot of fun was on a 2002 RM 250 in the sand. And you got to steer with the rear wheel, the front stays light, But I think if I get a chance, I would like to go on a Banshee
Oh yeah.
Or 250R.
The guy that sold me
something
my
like
dirt
that.
bike had a Quadzilla.
I used to have a Quadzilla. I would like one again.
It's all chrome. Man.
I'm looking for, so I've had 250R, 250 Quad Racer, Quadzilla, Takati. I never had the Banshee. Takati 3-wheelers, but don't have any of that now. So I would like to get, if anybody out there has got a cool old 2-stroke ATV, 250 or 500, or even a 3-wheeler. I used to have the Honda 3-wheeler. That shit would be fun.
Yeah.
To me, it's more fun on an ATV in the sand, I feel like, just because they're, you can just stop and sit and rest.
My homie was bringing out a 600, and one of the other guys had brought a 3-wheeler. He's like, you guys can use this to move the ramp. I'm like, move the ramp without the wheeler, you know? But it was kind of heavy because it's made of steel.
So you brought a ramp out there?
Yeah.
Tell me that. Well, tell the story. So you can't they can't ride on beaches or shorelines, Khabib says. That's in Australia. We can't do it in most places here, honestly. And like you can't, we can walk out there, but
Dumont Dunes, you know, I've been out to Calico and stuff, you know, the ghost town, but not with the dirt bike. You know, I still want to go. Then there's dunes in Oregon. There's dunes in Colorado. There's dunes in Minnesota or something, right?
You'd be surprised where there's dunes in the middle of the country. Some, but out here,
Michigan, is it Michigan?
I don't know if there's dunes in Michigan.
It's near the lake.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So what about Cannibal Camp? You ever heard of a thing called Cannibal Camp?
All right. Well, that's just. No.
I like that. That sounds fun. And you guys all bring like dirt bikes.
We all ride 2-wheel, no quad.
Okay. So just
keep your sand rails and your quads.
Okay. Now, but are you like, do you just take your dirt bike like it is, or do you put paddle on it?
When we go to Octila Wells, we don't need paddle.
You don't do
paddle. Have taken, because the bike the bike I have, I purchased it with a paddle tire.
Okay.
And I had actually at one time brought both bikes so I could do both. Because I didn't have a tire yet. And I was like, I want to use that paddle tire because I've already been out to Octila Wells and I knew there was a spot where there was sand. Mm-hmm. It's called blow sand. And it's a steep spot that just climbs up a mountainside, not a hill.
Octila Wells.
And there's just a little bit of sand on this mountainside, on the mountain side of a mountain, not a hill.
I think I know where we're talking now. It's not like a dunes area. It's more like a jumping area.
Close to the ranger station. Yeah.
On some of the old crusty demons of dirt or terra firmas.
Yeah.
It's where you would find the cliffs and like find cliff jumps and stuff like that in that area, I think.
Sure. Yeah.
I think so.
It's good for climbing, but you're gonna redline your bike if you don't know what you're doing. If you don't, it's not too difficult without the pedal, but it's easier with the pedal.
Yeah.
Because I know I tried it with the 250 without a pedal, and I'm like on it. I'm like, whoo.
Now what bike was that?
That was the YZ250 79. And it had a brand new Maxxis tire on it.
Gosh, I cannot say I've ever spent any. The only time, so I've worked in motorcycle dealerships for about 15 years. My whole younger life, that's all I did. Yeah. So I rode a bunch of those bikes just to test them after repairing them, but I never actually took them out in the place where they were supposed to be used. And I would find it very hard to ride something like that doesn't have semi-modern suspension or brakes. It could be weird.
Yeah.
You got to go towards it a different way, I think, right? You can't ride that the same way you ride the KX450.
No.
The KX's brakes and suspension is going to be far, far superior.
Drums and oversized tires?
Yeah.
It's like riding a big wheel.
Why do you beat yourself up like that? Just for the fun of it?
And the shocks are completely,
springy, boingy shocks?
Oh, yeah.
Or what?
Yeah, there's no shocks. They need to be resealed and, whatever.
Yeah.
I beat stuff up. I don't know what's wrong with it. I've used air just to get, a little something out of it, to firm it up. But the air would just leak out eventually by, the end of the day. It wouldn't last all weekend. With my KX, I had to actually get the shocks rebuilt. I shattered the pistons. Whatever I did, I guess because they're vinyl or whatever, whatever the pistons were made out of in the shock. So I upgraded that, and I haven't had issues. Only had to reseal it, never looked back. Yeah.
Were you doing some big jumps or something?
Yeah, just riding the track constantly. But I always case it when I learn a new jump.
So you were fucking coming up. There was some hard landings
all the
there.
time, yeah. Well, I come up short intentionally,
yeah,
so I can just judge the distance.
Gauge it
and if
better.
I have to case it, oh well, I don't.
Well,
want
you must have
I don't
some
want to overshoot it.
See, I would rather overshoot it a little bit than to case it. Now, overshooting a lot, if you land on flat, it's real bad.
Well, if I have something, I'm like, ugh, I got to learn this. Well, this is how I do it. I do it the hard way.
And it depends, I guess, on how hard you're casing it.
I don't want to kill myself by overshooting it. I'd rather just, case it.
Yeah.
And that's where the shocks have, need to be resealed.
Pretty. Well, I mean, if you can hit those white caps for a 30-mile ride to Catalina.
Oh, I chased
you
the
can take
leader. Most of the people I think they're, they're on it and they're all racing their buddies, whoever they rolled out with. And I'm like, I'm chasing the leader,
Yeah.
Everyone's still behind us.
I think that's another one we should put on the list.
I know where I'm going, so.
I want to do that this year too.
Except there's so many stops. You got to wait for everybody, and then just take a break and cool the jet ski down, because it's a haul. It's a lot of work on those jet skis. Because they're cavitating a lot.
Yeah, yeah.
Constantly. I know the lead is just skipping.
Boom, boom.
Just the tops.
I feel like the motors have gotten better now, but when I started working in a dealership was in 1994, 95. So we had Kawasaki's. They were pretty powerful. But there was a lot of, they rev high. And every time you jump out of the water, it rev. And then you land in the water and it drags the motor down.
Power band or something,
So it's hard on those machines. Those machines take a beating.
That's why I was always afraid of my 250. Because that thing just goes, It's easy to do risky throttle because it's oh my god.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and some two strokes are worse than others. Some are really top end.
Well, that tire's so big in the front, it's like, man, it's already pushing you back, By the way, I got to replace the couch on it.
The couch?
Yeah, the seat.
The big seat on it.
Man. I got used to riding that. It's cushy.
That's funny.
And then trying to get on these things, dude, ow.
Isn't it weird how when I started riding, seats were soft. They were they felt like seats.
Yeah, it's couch.
And then I remember in 95 or 96, KTM's, they had no linkage and they were orange. And they had the hardest seats in the world. We sold KTM, Kawasaki, Yamahas there. Those KTM seats. This is a hard freaking seat.
Yeah, this is for that dude.
This is a brand new seat, SDG. Seat and seat base and foam and everything.
Oh, it is brand new. It feels sticky.
Yeah, this is brand new. Doesn't have an hour on it.
I mean, it's good, clean.
But guys, this is not. It's more of a place to grip onto than to sit on. You really don't want to sit too much because these things are pretty hard. But those KTMs, I remember when those things had such a hard seat, we would actually whack them with a little bat or something and try to soften them up.
Yeah, we were riding full on up by Wrightwood, and I washed my bike and I threw some of that plastic, the fairing spray. And I got
SC1.
I started wiping it on my seat, and I was slipping. Jeez. And we do a hill climb. And I'm I thought I was gonna slide right off, but I ended up kind of stalling out on a hill climb, and I was able to get going and make it to the top. And I didn't fall or anything, but I had to kickstart my bike on a hill.
Oh,
11% grade, way past 11% grade at least. 14, 15, 16, something like that.
I got the SC1 over there. Works really good, but if you want to hang on to your bike, you don't want something
it's an easy 30% maybe, over 25. Yeah, it's and then I got it to
I walked the bike up and I found this like a 4 foot little level area. It wasn't really that level, but it was like better than just on the hill. Because I needed to get back on the bike, and it was narrow and steep because I was following a trail instead of just making my own trail. Where I could wouldn't have issues because you follow someone else's trail and there's no traction. It's just
it's sloppy or whatever. Like,
and then the rain has killed everything. Everything's rutted out.
So
Very
it goes.
sloppy.
That's why you're called the travesty. So
Chaka, Wolfman, Manimal.
Khabib says that he used to MX for an hour and then go jet skiing afterwards. That's a good life.
6'6", yeah, you need a big back, dude. Jimmy Button. There's a Russian who rides.
What about the mini moto bikes? Back in the 90s.
I have too many. I have pit bikes.
Do you?
Yeah.
So back, remember they become pretty popular in the 90s and early 2000s. CR 50s, and then they started getting into bigger ones, and people were putting BPR suspension, forks, everything on it. I actually had one of the CRF 50s here, and I sold it about 2 years ago. And I should have just kept it. It was all stock, but
that's such a weird name. What does that mean? I forgot the beep. That was a weird name.
Oh, B.
Yeah, it's such a weird name. I think
it was Butler Brothers, wasn't it?
BP stand for jet ski.
Oh, BP.
No, that's not.
Oh, BP.
BMP or isn't it? RBP?
I don't know, but Khabib
BPR.
says he rides pocket bikes, and he's 6'6". Damn.
You got your knees touching your chin.
Oh, on a 110cc pocket bike. That's tough, dude. Be careful. Don't tear a knee whenever you get...
Oh, Misty wants me to tell the stories about the gophers?
Let's hear some gopher stories.
I have a video on that suckers taunting me.
So you told me you had some gophers
that
in the
gopher was
yard.
mocking me, so I made a video. And it's like, well, I can't... If you can't beat them, join them,
Yeah, well, it's...
I immortalized that gopher.
So, where is this video? Is it anywhere people can see it?
Yeah, it's on Wolf TRAX RC
Wolf
channel.
TRAX RC. That's Wolf TRAX with a space in between.
Yeah, all capital.
And an X for tracks. And then RC has a slash in the middle of it. I know, because I was trying to find it and try to figure out which one you were, because there's a couple different ones. There's different spellings.
Yeah. The other one, there's only a couple videos. That's the original creator. So go ahead and check him out and give him a
So you guys were actually.
In fact, this is more his pace. All the Arrma cars. The heavy duty giant shocks.
Mm-hmm.
Things are huge.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually, man. We have so many projects. Nothing got done, but this has been fun. No
Excuse
projects.
me, folks, I'm gonna return. I gotta get up and walk around. My legs are hurting.
No, that's cool.
I'd take a rip.
I think we're probably gonna call it pretty soon. But
The doggy's still sleeping.
oh man, my back's killing me. Somebody says Chad's saying that you got to tell this coyote story about Wolf TRAX.
Can you believe it? How dare they? Everything's mocking me. Even the coyotes. Even the coyote has a girlfriend.
What was the coyotes?
It was amazing. I think it was Christmas break for the kids. And as soon as that bell rang, like they knew something. Like they knew. And I looked out where they were, and they're in the schoolyard sunbathing. They're not even hunting. They're just relaxing, chilling. Because it had been raining. It had been windy. It had been just drenched, soggy, wet, and miserable. And it was like their chance to be free finally.
So this is coyotes.
What they're doing in my neighborhood, I don't know. They belong in the spillway and shit.
This is it. Yeah. So there's coyotes that are going all over now.
They're living in my neighbor's yard, in the backyard. They don't know that, I think, but they do now because one of the coyote was howling or you know, barking because of the sirens from the ambulance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, quiet, you. And then I guess that got the attention of the lady that resides in that house, and she's like, shoot, get out of here. I'm like, I wonder how scared she was, or if she was even, you know, aware of the situation. Because they're just living in the clutter, I think. You know, I think they found, I don't know how they found that, you know, like a sanctuary, you know, a secluded spot that's untouched. You know, it's not, you know, bothered. You know, I think they're smart. You know, they can sense everything, they smell everything. You know, it's like, oh, no one's been over here. You know,
There's always coyote attacks around here on small cats, dogs, shit like that.
you know. Well, if I had raptors in my backyard, I'd be swinging from them. You know.
Man, coyotes. They're mocking you.
You know, I actually found out one time. I grabbed my raptors off the patio in the backyard, and I grabbed it. You know, like your joist's up here, and I grabbed it, and I learned that it had termites because it just crumbled.
Oh my gosh.
I was messing around home. Oh, I came back from a funeral, and we were partying. I was like, everybody in my house, and I just got all like, you know, happy and stuff. And I reached up, and I was just testing my strength, and I grabbed the rafter, and I'm holding myself, and then it crumbled. So I guess my patio's got to go get replaced. My mom built that patio. She put the concrete foundation and the patio cover, laid the tile down. Quite the woman. Right after I was born, you know, like really busy and stuff. Look at that giant mosquito, man. They're out now, huh? Oh yeah, GoPro died. So the boats. Guess I'm getting a boat. Guess we're playing with boats. GoPro Black 10. It's alright. Got stuff for it. I want to do a video in Catalina. Take the boats out there. I know one of the boats could fit inside of a jet ski. I think there's just enough room for maybe maybe the pro boat, the Sonic Wake, but not the catamaran, I suppose. Silly GoPro. So I need that trailer for TRAXXAS, and might have to just make something for the pro boat because I don't know if they have a trailer or not. Well, I haven't looked into it, so I don't know.
I bet you somebody makes it, but I don't know if ProBoat makes it.
Oh, okay. Thumpster. Thumpster? What's that? Oh, yeah. Thumper. And then they have Piranha. And for the pit bikes. And Derek's got one. That thing pops wheelies. Easy.
What is your pit bike? What do you have?
They're just China, man. There's no name on them. I really don't know. I've never even heard of the brand, you know. DDI? You know, the motors, you know, it's whatever. It's whoever makes it, and then they throw whatever in, you know. The frame's always different. You know, it's nothing special. It's got a dimpled aluminum frame. Yep, classy. Got good plastics on it. Got good stickers. I think he upgraded the stickers.
So what, we've hit 11 o'clock. This has been awesome.
You kids go to bed now.
It's been 3 hours. Good show. Doesn't feel like 3 hours. Except when I stand up and I realize how my back hurts. Or my
What about
legs
the
are
mini
on
motorbikes? Oh. Yeah.
What's that? I'm not seeing any.
I don't know. It's just nature talk.
Yeah, I don't see any more chats. Would you guys...
What's the abbreviation for GG? GG on?
Not, no.
Oh, no, that doesn't.
I know. Anybody interested in doing a Sunday show where I put all those parts on the Creighton 8S EXP? I think I'm just going to set it up where it's just going to be a video looking right down at the camera. Or that. And
Mount that camera to the foil, the spoiler.
Well,
Bird's eye view. Hi,
yeah, that would be cool. Good game is what it is. GG says good game.
Oh, good game. Good game. Good doggy.
Speaking of good game, I played volleyball for the first time in a long, long time. Kind of coming back to springtime now. I need to lose about 25, 30 pounds.
Where you at, Manhattan Beach?
I was playing in Redondo today.
Oh, Redondo. Okay.
But I play all between Redondo, Manhattan,
or the
and Hermosa. They play all up in, yeah, all through the South Bay. Those three, basically Hermosa, Manhattan, Redondo. Several of them play down in, not as much, but they play some down in Newport and in Orange County areas.
I like how the ladies minimize the sand intake, you know, by wearing less clothes.
Dang, dude. I actually talked to a girl that was about this very subject. So I've taken classes from volleyball coaches on and off for years, and some are just regular city coaches, you know, a city type of thing. But some are ex-professionals. And so I'm talking to one girl that I know. I already knew her before I ever did lessons with her, just from being in Hermosa Beach, you know. And I was like, why do girls wear such tiny bikinis when they're playing? Because I was like, not that I'm complaining, but why? I would think that, because some girls do wear like spandex or whatever.
Absolutely.
She says a couple reasons. Heat. It's hot in the spandex. Then she said, what you said, sand. While sand will get in, it'll also come right back out of like that. The sand come in from your, you know, and then it just kind of gets trapped, and it doesn't really come out as easily. So they can go this with the bikini, and just sand flies right out, right? And then 3, and it was funny because she was like probably about 35 or 40 at this time. Spike?
Damn hairball.
She was like, and man, those young bitches. It was funny because you could say, even in she goes, we got to try to keep up with those young bitches or something like that. It was really funny.
Yeah. Leg squats.
So, Chad will be tuning out with us. Thank you so much, Chad. I appreciate you tuning in. And thank you for chatting. I guess this
Make
is
like a tree and leave.
This is somebody you know. Maybe someday I might meet you. Hopefully I'll meet you someday. But thanks for coming on the show. Hopefully you'll be back, whether you're here or not. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
So thank you, buddy. I do appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in.
We're going to start wrapping this up. If you guys get a chance, go ahead and hit the like button before you, after you close the live chat and before you get out of here. What would you say? Anything else you want to chat about while you're here?
Well, I don't want to say adios muchachos just yet, but it's been like, you know, I don't know what else to say. You know, everything's great. I haven't touched anything. All my boxes are factory sealed. I have 2 green Pro Motos that are factory sealed.
Did you buy that blue one from that guy?
No. I got the green one from that guy.
You did get one from that guy.
I got the blue one.
You got a blue one from our shop?
I don't have the blue one.
Did I give you somebody's number?
Yeah, that's where I got that one from.
Okay.
I almost bought that blue one, and then you're like, hey, I'm like, oh, yeah, I want the green one. Yeah, I almost got the blue one. Okay. But I almost got that one for Bill, because I was like...
But this one was a lot less money, right? You got a good deal on this one.
That's Cali for Super Dave, and then I got a red for, you know, Ryan, or like, you know, Steve also rides red.
But Super Dave's a Honda guy? Or gas?
No. Super Dave's the Cali.
Oh. I thought you got a red one for Super Dave.
That's why I have 3 green.
Oh.
Yeah. 1 to stay in the box and 2 to use if I ever open up one of them. But at least I got this one. I'll drive whatever. You know, I'll pilot the red if I have to, just so someone else can ride green.
Oh, in real life, though, does Super Dave have a red or a green bike?
Oh, green. Yeah. He rides 250F.
Okay, cool.
250F. He had a 450 Honda before.
If I buy another 4-stroke, it'll probably be a new one, and it'll be a 250.
Well, it's good for the track.
I don't need I mean, a 450 is so damn powerful. They do wear me out. They're fast. They're going to wear me out. I know what kind of shape I'm in. A 250 is lighter. And if I buy it new, I know how it's been ridden. I know I can take care of the valves at a certain intervals. So I don't want to buy a used raced out 252 stroke. I mean 4-stroke. That could be sketchy sometimes. Though we do have a used 250 YZ 4-stroke over here.
Yeah, that's clean.
Which is not mine. That's one of my buddies. That belongs to my buddy Kenny. And Kenny, it's been here like 7 months now, dude. So let's figure it out. Let's figure it out.
Reminds me of mine. When whoever the guy I bought it from painted the plastics black with the rattle can, and they were green. The fairings were green, but there was white, but it had that look, the white and black. And people are like, who do you ride for,
Yeah, that one looks pretty cool. Being all black and white, it's pretty good looking Yamaha.
Just doing that just says I'm not sponsored, And I don't have any stickers. Keep it clean.
Yeah, for sure. This, when I actually got this, they had all the...
Hey, how old are those gumballs? Oh, man.
So, thank you. We are moving on. Don't leave yet, guy. Don't leave yet. Khabib, if you're still there, please. So, Khabib says, great stream, JB. He says, thanks for joining, especially Wolf with the live appearance. Good to put a face to the text. What we're going to do is an episode called The Chew. Guys, this is these gumballs. You want to know how old they are? About 20 years. About 20 years old.
Look at this arcade game.
So, the game is you get to chew a piece of gum while you play a scratcher. But you don't have to chew it if you pick the color that comes out. Now, the problem...
Wait, say it again?
All right, we're going to play scratchers. All winnings stay in the shop, but we're going to play scratchers while we're having a chew.
Oh.
But nobody really wants a chew.
There's something fishy about that. I was like, something wrong.
So look, because look at that brown one there. See how it's not, it doesn't look good at all. It's all like...
Oh, cool, he's got a key. Oh, look, that's a watermelon.
But see how that one's like got...
No, that's a watermelon. It's meant to be like that.
I don't think so.
No.
But I can guarantee some of these taste good still, and some are like chalk.
You think some of them are lost their composition?
I know they have. So the thing is, you can, before you put your quarter in, you pick which color you think you're going to get.
Oh, really?
If
really?
you like, I'm going to say yellow.
Yeah, I'm going to say yellow.
And I'm happy with eating a yellow though. There's no problem.
It could be banana, it could be pineapple. Oh, look, that's pineapple right there.
I'm going to say, what is this color? That gross color.
That red one. Oh my god.
What's that?
That's a watermelon. It looks like a watermelon.
I don't want. I'm saying watermelon.
And it's
so if it comes out as a watermelon, I don't have to eat it. Okay, that's the rules.
Oh.
So you. What? I just got 3, I think.
What?
Oh, 2.
Multiplicity. And you got a yellow. Oh, amazing.
I like these. So, I'm going to have one. You might not have to put a quarter in it. And if you... Yeah, this gum is old. At least probably 20 years.
Stop it. You might have some constitution left, huh? I want a red one.
That means if you get red, you don't have to eat it.
I got a yellow.
You got a yellow.
I knew I'd get a yellow. I said it earlier.
All right, so here we go. Go ahead and take a chew and go ahead and explain to the audience.
It tastes like vending machine bubblegum. And I wonder why I put my quarter in there.
It's not sticking together really well.
It's not. It's kind of like Bazooka Joe, but with more sugar.
All right. Now we gotta fucking do a scratcher. All right. When the scratcher's done, we can get rid of the gum.
Yeah, true.
Pet payout. Let's win something for the shop.
Spike's gonna get a new collar.
My numbers is 17 and 12.
My number is 29 and Z. That's 7. Yeah. I'd holler back, but I don't want to wake the neighbors.
No winner. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this gum. Because this is not...
Ah, got a 7. My numbers are 29 and 7. Oh, look, I got a 1-3. Oh, I got a 17. Oh, look, she just turned 21. Oh, look at that, 22.
You got one winning number here.
What's the prize? You got a ticket?
It's a ticket.
Want a ticket?
All right. Beautiful. Here we go again.
One down.
Wait. Let's get rid of this gum.
Really? I'm enjoying it.
Yep. Gotta have new gum.
What's about Salitos?
That is also on a part of the show.
I love salted plums. Oh, when I was younger, I used to eat my gum. I couldn't spit it out.
So this is...
I thought it was being wasteful.
This is Saladitos en Agua. This was on the show for about 6 or 8 months now. I got it for a skit that me and Chelios, one of our guest hosts who hasn't been on in a while. Oh, Mr. Lasky's here.
Mr. Lasky.
I didn't know you were in tonight,
Howdy.
man. Good to hear from you.
So
that's Brian from Ohio. Yeah, thank you. You were here last week. I didn't know you were in here tonight, but thanks a lot for showing up. Love to hear from you. So a CR80 and a KX60 in your race days, a LT to 250R quad race.
Ohio.
Very cool. Gonna get Brian from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone else is out there,
I'm back. I'm gonna get my jacket. I'm back. Keep finding these screws on the table. Oh, it's the same one.
so I mean, you could do it if you want. You could have one if you want. I mean, you gotta have them both, I think. These are salted plums. Is this like a pickle?
That's my favorite.
Is it like a pickle?
I could eat like 10 of those in one sitting.
What are they? Is it like a pickle? What's a salted plum?
It's just a really dehydrated plum. A prune. It's prune.
All right, guys. This is the first time ever on the JBRC Garage Show. We're gonna do salted plums.
We're both gonna do one.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
All right.
I'm gonna have this other piece of gum.
Saladitos si agua. Salted plums and juice. Well, there's not much left of a plum.
There isn't much.
It's
Is there
like
a pit in those things? All right.
Yeah,
And I got...
the whole thing is the size of the pit. So there's just a skin. You're basically just eating the skin.
And I got this. What color is this, you think? Blackish?
Onyx.
No. Yeah, it is. I hope it's not a rock I'm biting into. Okay, here we go, guys. Oh, this is good.
This is delicious.
This gum is good. I want to open the top and get every one of the black ones out of that. That tastes good.
What was it, punch?
Not sure.
Great.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Yay.
So how's the salted plum?
Yeah, I eat pickles all the time, so they're delicious.
So is this like pickles?
Yeah, kind of sense, but this is really salty. Very salty. But that's what it's supposed to do.
You got water there too.
That's the whole point. Yeah, you can't. You really can eat these, but you really can't eat too many of them.
I guarantee you, this is the only RC garage slash moto slash salted plums 20-year-old gum and scratchers channel on YouTube.
I want more.
Nobody does all of that shit.
I've been
Probably a
wanting
reason for it.
I've been wanting to try one of these in the water.
Well, this is what you come on the show for.
Right?
You never know what you might find
I
on the
eat
show.
salted plums all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time I go to the liquor store, I grab something. You know.
That's where I got them, is the liquor store down there.
Nice. Good call.
All right, so I'm happy with this gum. You're happy with salted plums. So that's a winner. Let's see if we can become winners on this scratchers again before we call it a day.
Everyone can change.
7 and 9.
Everyone's a winner. If I can change, and you can change, everyone can change.
I just want to change back into the old me.
Come on, big winners. No whammies, no whammies. Where's your numbers?
7 and 9, but I got nothing.
Did you say
Nothing.
7 of 9?
No. 7 and 9.
I got 13 and 29.
All right, come on, big winners. Let's get something.
That the other way? Okay. It's a little thing I do. I got a 14. Got a 24. No, close. No, 13. 12. No. 18. 4. 7. 20. 9. Negative. Prognosis. Negative.
Here's the last one. Do you want to...
You know the best thing about this? It's his dime back.
Do you want to have that gum to chase the salted plums
No.
with? No?
No, but I still got my gum.
What?
No.
No, you got to get different gum. You got to see if this is just as good or not. If you find me another show down at someone's garage where they talk about RCs, sometimes dirt bikes, they do shots, other stuff off screen you don't know about, but you probably can guess, have salted plums, 20-year-old gum, and scratchers, you tell me about it. You know, someone's going to take this idea and just do a lot better job.
You know, that thing fractured in my mouth like glass, but it's delicious.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, this one wasn't fractured. It was soft. Still tastes good.
That thing pinched me good. That's smart.
So you actually got an injury from this old fucking gum. Oh my gosh. All right.
Oh, he jumped up and bit me.
Okay, so that, what was that, like a light blue?
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, you know, bubblegum.
So it broke and it probably cut your gum.
Yeah. Yeah, it stabbed me right there.
There's a hospital.
I'm injured.
All right, well, hopefully this pet payout will pay off and we'll make up a little bit for it. And my jaw hurts for the gum too. I wish it'd hurry up. When you're done with this, we can spit the gum out. That's how the skit works.
Sorry. My apologies. Holding it up. Waiting on T-Dogs. Okay, numbers are 28 and 25.
Man, I am so mad if Reggie didn't see this show.
I got a 1.
Reggie should have had fun. This would have been a good show.
Got a 9.
A 9 and a 1.
29. 10. 12. 13. 23. 27. 24. 5. Oh, amazing. So
Well,
nope to dope. What you doing? Thinking about stealing LT's car?
I guess it's just not happening. We did get a ticket. I'm getting ready to go.
Delicious.
All right, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and call it.
You still here?
There's a few people out
What
there
are you doing?
still. and I appreciate it.
Get out of here. Go on.
It's
It's
been
Ferris
fun.
Bueller's Day Off, man. Remember? So, what you doing? Get out of here.
Yeah, the cards I get are rigged. I won $500 one time, and that was a long time ago. And that was not California's lottery. That was the New Jersey or New York lottery. And that was nice. It was one of these where it said like your number 28, 25, and then it went like this: 28, 25,
Oh, man.
28, 25,
Wow.
20, and I'm like, and I kept scratching, and each one was 100, 100.
I'd be like rubbing my eyes. Is this real?
And it just kept saying, and it did every one of them except for maybe one here. But they were all 28, 25s. And they were all hundreds or
Well,
$25.
how many of them did you have to have?
No, every one.
Oh.
Like every 28.
It says like if you get 6, then you collect the prize or whatever you are.
No.
Oh.
You got your winning numbers. It was a Yogi Berra baseball one.
What?
But yeah, I won 4 $100 prizes.
Never heard that one.
And then 4 $25 prizes on the same ticket.
Yogi Berra. That's the baseball player, right?
Yeah.
It's a lottery. You had him just on the picture. Okay.
A long time ago. It was in New York or New Jersey.
They stopped making the Munsters one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't think they ever did the Yogi here. It was just because he lived in New Jersey and was a Yankees guy. So.
What else, Becky?
Yeah. All right.
We'll have to ask Sanders about that one.
Who's Sanders?
The guy I go riding dirt bikes with. This gentleman, a family man.
Okay. Does he know about Yogi Berra?
Maybe. I've never asked him though.
Is he from the East Coast?
Yes.
Okay.
He's from Minnesota.
Minnesota is not the East
That's
Coast.
not
Minnesota, I think, is north.
It still gets cold there, doesn't it?
It gets real cold there.
The sun don't bother me.
Yeah, it gets cold there, man. All right, guys, we are going to call it a night. It's been a lot of fun, but it's been 3 hours plus, and we still got to clean up the place and end this thing. So thanks a lot for tuning in. I'm going to go ahead and turn the audio off for a minute, but I will leave the video playing. If you guys want to chat, feel free to chat in for the last few minutes. We may enter in chat or something, but I'm going to go ahead and kill the audio, and then we'll be doing the video
We don't want
shortly
you
thereafter.
hearing what we're saying.
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just trying to get it, trying to wrap it down. Thank you, Khabib. It's very awesome. I'm very much looking forward to your delivery. I think there's a very good chance I could see it. You know what? It could be delivered as early as tomorrow. And if it is, I'm definitely going to be doing a Sunday show. I hope you can watch, Khabib. If you can't watch, I'll text you through Instagram first. And I'll say, hey, I got the package. If I do a show at XYZ time, are you available to watch it? And if you are, then I'm going to probably try to do one Sunday. And that'll be the same show where I work on the crate and probably do that. All right. Very good. Trav,
This has been a hoot. 5 stars.
Been a good
Thanks
time.
for the ride.
Been a very good time.
Oh my
having
God.
you.
I wouldn't have gotten here if it wasn't for him. He called me a lift because my account was compromised.
Oh,
Fraud.
yeah.
Fraud detected. So I called him like, this is why I can't get there. I can't get there.
Things happen. I'm glad you made it in though. This is fun. Hopefully you do it again.
I was doing laundry. I was mopping the kitchen, cleaning.
Yeah. Well, this is better than laundry and kitchen. I think.
At least I'll have clean, fresh bed sheets.
For sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just the whole idea here is hang out in the garage and then invite these guys to kind of hang out.
I wasn't
with
supposed
us.
to be doing that stuff before I come here. I'm supposed to be doing things to get here. You know?
Hey, you got to take care of business sometimes. All right, guys.
Which way is the beach?
It's not. You want to go? It's about a mile
I need a
that
paddle
way.
tire for my dirt bike.
No, we got clubs to go to. It's only 11:30. Let's go to the pier. All right, guys, we're going to be going to the club. Maybe
go
we'll
for a
do a
Shirley
live
Temple.
stream from the club. We'll let you know. Talk to you later. Thanks so much. Here I am. Khabib's cracking a beer now. Cheers to you, Dan, and everybody else that tuned in or might tune in the future with us. Thank you, as well as our guest, in-house guest, Wolf Trax. Go follow him. Ooh.
Is that important?
That goes
No.
on the bottom down there. We can deal with it later.
Got it. Done.
All right, guys. And thanks, Khabib, as well, for trying to help remind people to like and subscribe. I hate to have to say that, but we always do have to say it. You'd be amazed. We have, when I look at the analytics, there's so many watch hours, subscribe. And I can understand that because I actually had Reaction RC. Today, I've been watching Reaction RC's videos for the last couple months at least. You guys know how long he's been on the show. Well, I go and look, and I'm not even subscribed to him. So I think sometimes you may get accidentally unsubscribed, and so check to make sure you're actually subscribed to things, because sometimes you may not be subscribed. I've heard of people being unsubscribed. But yeah, I told Reaction earlier, I was like, I posted on his thing, great video, and also I didn't realize I wasn't subscribed to him. I felt bad.
Yeah, I'm always playing that keep up game right during a live stream if I have to.
Yeah, and it's tough sometimes. I can't always find, like if I click on your link here, it doesn't always take me to person's page. You know, sometimes it doesn't take you to the page.
Oh.
Like I can't.
Oh, it just goes to a video or
No,
or to
it
a
just
message
goes
or...
to. It says you can block, report.
Oh, it just goes to the icon?
But it doesn't show like you can go to their
Hi, Misty.
page sometimes. Oh, Misty.
Oh,
we
calendar
forgot
time.
about the calendar.
Oh, we just did the lotto tickets.
Wait a second.
Epic.
So we were gonna. This show is done. We took audio off. We were closed. This is why I always say I'm gonna turn off the audio and I'll let you guys chat. because sometimes fun chat comes up and it comes back. So show's back. We're gonna do Calendar Girl right now. Thank you, Misty.
You got audio on?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
It's back on. I took it off, but I put it back on. All right. So, Misty, if you'd like, whenever you're in the area, you can always come on the show and like be the behind the scenes producer. That way we don't forget shit like this calendar thing, because it's pretty easy to forget stuff sometimes. Oh, here we go.
Hey, I'm gonna get her number.
So this was Miss March, Jasmine Sanders. And I know it's still March for another day or two, but I actually had the wrong day hung up last week because I took the calendar down to look at the date next month to plan something, and I put up the wrong month. So it's already been displayed on the TV or on our show, but I just don't think anyone's seen it. So do you prefer March, Jasmine Sanders, or April, Brooks Nader?
Ralph Nader? In relation?
That's probably his daughter. Doubtful. Granddaughter. You can see I was writing down Honda parts here. These are head gasket for a 2005 and a 2004 CR250.
Is that Brooke Burke?
No, this is Brooke Nader.
No, Brooks Nader. Her name is
Brooks
Brooks,
Nader.
not Brooke.
You know, it'd be cool if her name was April.
Looks like Brooke Burke, though.
Yeah, it does kind of. The brunette and everything.
She got married, so I guess assume she changed her name to Nader. Ralphie.
So April 24 or March 24. Khabib says he's going to go with whatever Misty says on this, but both is hot as a fuck.
All right, or woman's perspective.
So Misty,
let's hear it out, yo.
And we're not just judging. Like, no, excuse me. We're not judging any woman whatsoever. This is a photo. And we're judging the beauty of the ocean, the sand, the beautiful palm trees, as well as the beauty of her.
There's stuff on her. Oh, man.
Well, this is a shop.
It's already there, I think.
Yeah, no, I see I wrote shit on here. So April. Oh, that's a good month.
No, the one.
Wait for next month.
I think I like. I think February was pretty good. I think February was better.
No.
What's this one? February.
Oh, Misty says it's a tie.
Well, I'm partial to blonde, so.
So this Jasmine.
My mom hates that.
Which is blonde, but not probably a natural blonde. And Brooks, who's a brunette and probably a natural blonde. Just no. And I'm going with the new month, Brooks.
That's good. That's good. That's good focus.
So we're going with Brooks. Yeah, that looks pretty good then.
Well, just the name sounds cool.
But I wish her name was April, because she's the month of April. That would be cool.
Let's see.
Do you think in any calendar ever a girl named April was the month in April?
Well, yeah. I think in high school. What is that? Oh.
That's Thea.
So
it's a wire.
I was trying to be careful. Yeah.
No, I know it's all over. All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Misty says it's a tie. Khabib says they're both hot, but the pink does it for him. I tell you what, guys, I'm looking at May right now.
Flip coin, huh?
I don't usually look ahead, but I can't help. I see May, and May looks pretty good. You want a little sneak peek of May right here? Yeah.
April. I mean, was it April or what were we saying? May or April? March or April? So
yes.
Heads March or tails?
Tails April.
Yeah.
Tails April. April wins. All right. And we did it the fair one.
Well, isn't that just awesome?
Man, I'm glad
It worked out for everyone.
that we came back for that. That would have sucked. It's been do that and forgot to do it. So yeah, I need to make better notes. All right, guys. Back to no volume.
Shout out to the Wolfpack.
Shout out to the Wolfpack.
RC Trax Wolfpack.
Ow! The coin never lies. Yeah, he's right. He's right. All right, guys. Probably not coming back, but if there's something going on there in chat, we'll come back and say hi.
almost midnight.
Yeah,
What time did I get here? Like half hour before.
7:30
It was 7:30 when I got here. Or
roughly.
7. Wait, it was 7:38, 45. Yeah.
I'll check out those national races. I'll try to check out the Australian races. Hopefully they're on YouTube. I think I'll find them somewhere. But it sounds like it's raining again, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a night.
I didn't bring my
It's
galoshes.
definitely raining.
Could use some waders right now.
All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, guys.
Guess we gotta take